Diamondbacks. First pitch in that game is coming up at 8:10. And Arizona, all of a sudden, they're tied for the third wildcard spot in the National League with San Francisco. The Yankees are playing in Houston again, 7:10 first pitch to that contest. Luis Severino gets the start for the New York Yankees. Jason Dominguez, the Martian as he's called, he had a home run off Justin Verlander in his first major league at-bat yesterday. And at 20 years old and 206 days old, so 20 years and 206 days old, he's the youngest Yankees player to hit a homer in his first major league game. So the Martian put one into orbit. Yankees won yesterday and now looking to pick up another W against the Astros. Yankees 3 games back of the Red Sox now. They're 66 and 69. Toronto's playing at Colorado at 8:10. The Blue Jays a game and a half out of that third wild card spot, of course, trailing Texas for that third spot. Other games across Major League Baseball, Cubs and Cincinnati, they just got going in Cincinnati. No score, bottom of the first inning. 2 finals already. Miami a winner over Washington, 11-5. Jake Berger hit 2 home runs in that game. A's beat the Angels 2-1. Coming up at 7:10, Detroit at Chicago, that being the White Sox. The Mets are at home against Seattle. That's a 7:10 start time. Mariners lost yesterday. Mets won 2-1, but Seattle still 26-8 over their last 34. They hold the top spot in the American League West. Minnesota's on the road against Texas, and the Rangers, they're free-falling 3-11 over their last 14 games. That's a 7:15 first pitch. Philadelphia's playing at Milwaukee against the Brewers. That is also a 7:15 first pitch. Milwaukee 10-2 over their last 12 games. Seattle at home against Pittsburgh at 7:15. The Padres at home against San Francisco at 8:40. And the final game on the slate is the Dodgers at home against the Braves. Could be an NLCS matchup, and that gets going at 9:10. It's time now for the BMW Keys to the Game, brought to you by BMW, the ultimate driving machine. And my keys are 2 separate things. One is the offense. The offense needs to wake up. They've scored 17 runs over their last 5 games. And yesterday, outside of a home run by Alex Verdugo, they did close to nothing against Jordan Lyles. This offense, despite their lulls recently, they're still 7th in runs scored in Major League Baseball. 3rd in average, 5th in on-base percentage, 6th in slugging percentage. And they're facing a pitcher in Marsh who struggled with his control. He's given up a ton of home runs already this year. 14 coming into this one in 49 in the 3rd innings. And it's a prime opportunity, again, for the Red Sox offense to wake up in a time when they really need to. On top of that, Tanner Houck, let's get at least 5 innings out of him. Alex Cora has already mentioned he's going to toss 90 to 95 pitches tonight. Of course, if things go according to plan. This bullpen is taking a huge beating. I mentioned that the team's starting rotation ranks 28th in all of Major League Baseball in innings, only ahead of the Giants and the A's. And then over the last 11 games, their starters have thrown less innings than the bullpen. The bullpen at 49 1/3 innings. Over that span, the starters 47 2/3. And the staff is just, they've really wore it over this stretch with a 6.77 ERA. So time for the offense to wake up, and they need some like that of Tanner Houck. Give them at least 5. That could do wonders for this Red Sox bullpen and try to get Chris Murphy and Kenley Jansen into the game. So those are the BMW keys to the game. Hurry into the BMW Summer on Sales event and receive a credit of up to $2,000 on select models now through September 4th. For more details, go to bmwcenters.com. Let's pause 10 seconds for station identification along the Shaw's and Star Market WEEI Red Sox Radio Network.
From the WEEI studios, 93.7 WEEI FM and HD1, Lawrence, Boston. Always live on the free Odyssey app.
It's time now for the Catchus Law Group Injury Report, New England's personal injury pros since 1986. Catchus has won over $1 billion for their injured clients, and you never have to pay unless Catchus wins. Injured, schedule a free legal evaluation by calling 508-321-7000 or at catchuslaw.com. 2 things to report on. We'll start with left-hander Brennan Bernardino. He was placed on the COVID-related IL prior to the game on August 27th against the Dodgers. Per the updated rules of the COVID IL, Bernardino must miss a minimum of 7 days. Well, the good news is he's in Kansas City with the Red Sox. Pete Abraham of the Globe just tweeting out that he will be back tomorrow with the team, which is what we expected. That's what Alex Cora had said. On top of that, great to see Jarren Duran at Polar Park yesterday cheering on the Woo Sox as he's recovering from surgery. He had surgery on a tendon in his left big toe on Wednesday. He's expected to miss the rest of the season, but he was out there supporting the Woo Sox, who are playing the Norfolk Tides at Polar Park. Awesome to see Jarren Duran in Worcester. You've been listening to the Mass Mutual Red Sox pregame show. Talk to Mass Mutual today. Feel comfortable about tomorrow. Want to thank Joe Braverman. Red Sox versus Royals coming up next. I'm Joe Wild. Thanks for listening. Red Sox versus Royals first pitch coming up in about 10 minutes along the Shaws and Star Market, WEEI, Red Sox Radio Network.
You've been listening to the Mass Mutual Red Sox pregame show. Proudly brought to you by Mass Mutual. Mass Mutual. Insurance, planning, investments. The Red Sox are coming up next on the Shaws and Star Market, WEEI, Red Sox Radio Network.
When you drive the most dependable mass market brand, you can stop thinking about what you can't do and start doing what you never thought possible. Visit your local Kia dealer today to see yourself behind the wheel of the #1 most dependable mass market brand 3 years in a row by J.D. Power. Kia, movement that inspires.
Call 800-334-KIA for details. Always drive safely. Kia received the fewest reported problems among mass market brands in the J.D. Power 2021 to 2023 U.S. Vehicle Dependability Studies. 2023 study based on 2020 models. See jdpower.com/awards for 2023 details.
Hello, everyone. This is your Delta Airlines flight attendant speaking. On behalf of your Delta crew, we're excited to announce we're growing our flight attendant team.
You can learn more about our world of opportunities at our flight attendant info session right here in Providence on September 14th and 15th. If you love to travel, meet new people, help others, and are seeking an office view of the world, a career at Delta may be right for you. To learn more, visit us at delta.com/flywithus. That's delta.com/flywithus. It's your time to climb with Delta.
Wendy's new breakfast 2 for $3 Biggie Bundles let you create your own delicious combo. Choose from a sausage biscuit, egg and cheese biscuit, small seasoned potatoes, and a medium hot coffee. But it's obvious which combo's the best. Sausage biscuit and small seasoned potatoes. Well, maybe it's the fresh cracked egg and cheese biscuit with a medium hot coffee. Or 2 savory sausage biscuits. Whichever you pick, you can't go wrong. Choose wisely. Choose Wendy's new 2 for $3 Biggie Bundles.
Limited time only. U.S. price and participation may vary. Not valid in a combo. Single item at regular price.
Discover credit cards automatically double all the cash back you earn at the end of your first year. Wait, hold up. Question for the audio engineer. Is this for real?
Apparently. See terms and learn more at discover.com/match.
Her words weren't written under peaceful shade, but under fear for her life.
I don't think of all the misery, but of the beauty that still remains.
The words of Anne Frank continue to fill us with hope. Hope. Pass it on from PassItOn.com.
Why?
If you have T-Mobile 5G home internet, you might be hearing this a lot.
Why?
Every time your internet slows down during the busiest hours.
Why?
Because your network gives priority to cell phone users.
Why?
Good question. Why not switch to Cox Internet with 2 times faster download speeds than T-Mobile 5G home internet during peak hours?
Okay.
Stop the whys and visit cox.com/5G home for details. T-Mobile prioritizes certain T-Mobile phone users over home internet users during times of congestion.
Labor Day savings are here at Lowe's. Get up to an additional $1,500 off select major kitchen appliances. And save $100 off select laundry pairs, priced $1,396 or more. Plus, make your big purchases easy with Lowe's Pay, our new flexible buy now, pay later payment option. Lowe's knows home improvement. Valid through 9/6. Appliance savings vary based on purchase amount. Exclusions apply. See Lowe's.com for details. Subject to credit approval.
Calling all outdoor enthusiasts. Is your backyard ready for summer? Look outside. What do you see? If it's a layer of dirt on your deck, patio furniture, fence, or walkways, it's time to get to work. Grab a bottle of Simple Green OxySolve Total Outdoor Pressure Washer Concentrate and feel the satisfaction of watching all that grime just wash away. Yeah, now you're ready for some outdoor fun. Visit simplegreen.com to learn more.
It was your father's leather chair and his father's before that. It's where you can sink back from a busy day and enjoy some well-crafted comfort, which is why you also choose Bank Rhode Island. Because with the straightforward delivery of services and our commitment to serve with integrity and trust, you have a bank committed to craft the comfort of a better banking experience. It's banking well-crafted from Bank RI. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Gresh and Fourier, weekdays 10 to 2.
Now back to the Shaws and Star Market WEEI Red Sox Radio Network. This is...
And the Boston Red Sox are the world champions!
Red Sox Baseball.
And it is good! And Boston strong!
On the Shaws and Star Market WEEI Red Sox Radio Network.
For the first time in 86 years!
The Red Sox on WEEI are brought to you by Shaws and Star Market, perfecting the art of fresh. Catches Law Group, New England's injury law pros at catcheslaw.com.
And it's gone!
Subaru of New England. Find your authorized Subaru retailer at SubaruofNewEngland.com. Mass Mutual. Insurance, planning, investments. Sponsored by Nissan. Save on the action-packed Nissan lineup today at the Nissan Thrill of the Drive sales event. Drains by James. Eastern Mass's choice for drain cleaning and pipeline.
And that ball is gone into the front row of the monster seats.
Big Y World-Class Market. It's more than food. It's my Big Y. Buy cars for kids. That's Cars with a K to donate your car today.
Looking up, Grand Slam!
By Mike's Amazing, the official mayonnaise of the Boston Red Sox. Ford Trucks, official truck of the Boston Red Sox.
We're going to drive to left field. There are a couple runs way gone.
Arbella, here for good. And by Morgan & Morgan, America's largest injury law firm.
Long gone into the monster seats.
Sponsored by Town Fair Tire. For the best prices on tires, nobody beats Town Fair Tire. Nobody. Dig Safe. Click digsafe.com or call 811 before you dig. Cape Cod Lumber. Find the lumber for your next project. cclco.com.
Holy cow!
Sponsored by Sherwin-Williams. Savings and support start day one. Unlock the Pro Advantage at swproplus.com today. Sponsored by Herb Chambers. At Herb Chambers, we don't sell cars, we help people buy them. Now, with all the play-by-play action, here's Joe Castiglione and Will Fleming.
Good evening, everybody. Welcome to Kauffman Stadium in Kansas City, Missouri, where the Red Sox take on the Kansas City Royals in Game 2 of this three-game set. The Royals romping last night 13-2. The season series is 3-2 in favor of the Red Sox, who come in at 69 and 66. The Royals on a pace for their worst season ever. They've won 42 and dropped 94. Red Sox have a 5-game losing streak, which matches their longest skid of the season. Tonight it'll be Tanner Houck getting the start. He can go 90 to 95 pitches, and Alec Marsh, who pitched okay at Fenway. He's 0-7 though. Will start for the Royals on a warm night. Temperature in the upper 80s to low 90s today, but bright sunshine, a cloudless sky, and for Kansas City, pretty low humidity. So that's a big plus for the comfort level of the fans, although there are not too many here tonight. We just had some long pregame ceremonies as the Royals inducted manager Ned Yost into their Hall of Fame. Yost was the manager of the 2015 World Champion Kansas City Royals. So it may be a few minutes late in starting this one as the pitcher and catcher, the battery just coming in from the right field bullpen, and Houck still warming for the Red Sox. And with the lineup, here's Will Fleming.
I don't think the Royals pregame folks necessarily accounted for a 25-minute speech from Ned Yost, but that is about what he got. And really, kind of a throwback moment. You could feel the real emotion in this ballpark as these fans try to see the light at the end of this tunnel. And Ned talked about the day in May of 2010 when he was hired by Dayton Moore, and he embraced the challenge of winning a World's Championship, and they went to back-to-back World Series in 14 and 15, and indeed won it all against the New York Mets in 15. It is sort of a similar situation right now with one big exception, and that is that all the talent in the minor leagues has graduated to the big leagues, and guys like Witt and Garcia. The Royals right now have the second to worst ranked farm system in all of baseball for what that's worth. So come in today 42 and 94, hoping to find a way to turn things around in the near future. Time for the Morgan & Morgan starting lineup, brought to you by America's largest injury law firm. Alex Verdugo produced the only offense of the game last night with a 2-run homer in the 9th inning. He leads it off. He's in right field. Then Rafi Devers, I guess that was the 8th inning, I beg your pardon, that Verdugo hit the home run. Devers at third base batting second. Alex Cora told me before the game he thinks that the quest for 30 home runs has really kind of gotten in Raffy's head a little bit. Stuck on 29 for the better part of a week now. Raffy bats second, and he's the third baseman. Justin Turner DHs tonight. He bats third, and then the cleanup man is Tristan Casas, who looked very good in the later innings at the plate last night. Adam Duvall, 7 homers in his last 11 games. He bats fifth, and he's in center field. Sort of thought that maybe Cedon Rafaela would get a start tonight, but he is not in there today. Duvall gets another start. He's in center field, batting fifth. Masataka Yoshida is in left field. He bats sixth, and then Trevor Story, who just has not found much at all offensively since coming off the injured list. He's the shortstop. He bats seventh. Reese McGuire catches. He bats eighth. And Enmanuel Valdez is the second baseman, and he bats ninth. So for today, anyway, no Wilyer Abreu and no Cedon Rafaela. For the Royals, they'll go with Michael Garcia, who looked very good defensively last night. Garcia leads it off. He had 2 hits, a walk, and an RBI last night. He's at third base again, and he leads off as Alec Marsh leads the Royals out onto the field in their home white vintage unis. Bobby Witt Jr. had a homer last night. His 28th of the year. He's got 38 stolen bases. One of the great young talents in the game. Witt is the Royals shortstop, and he bats second. MJ Melendez in left field bats third. He had the night off last night, even though the Royals wouldn't have known it. 13 runs and 17 hits for Kansas City. Melendez in left field batting third. Salvi Perez hit 2 homers last night. He's at first base. He cleans up. And then Freddie Fermin catches again. He bats fifth. Michael Massey, the second baseman. Drew Waters, the center fielder. Matt Beatty is the DH batting eighth, and Nelson Velasquez is in right field batting ninth. I'm a little bit surprised that the rookie Nick Lofton, who was so good in his debut yesterday, is not in there again for the Kansas City Royals and Matt Quatrero. That is the starting lineups, brought to you by America's largest injury law firm. Time and Tampa brought to you by Window Nation. Protect and increase the value of your home today. Call 866-90-NATION or go online at windownation.com. It's hot, it's muggy, it's not totally unpleasant, though. In fact, for this time of year, I think we've gotten very lucky in KC. 94 degrees. It actually feels like 90 inside this beautiful ballpark. That there's some conversation. The Royals may leave before long, but for now, the fountains are going here at Kauffman Stadium, shadow blanketing so much of the infield with Ned Yost, his name and his number 3, cut out of the center field grass in the outfield here at Kauffman Stadium. Time for Powering Possibilities, brought to you by Comcast Business. Complete connectivity at cybersecurity, internet, and mobile. All from one provider. Comcast Business is powering possibilities, and it seems to me that the Red Sox, like they so often do, need Raffy Devers to get the job done. It is time for Raffy, if the Red Sox have one final push in them, to get the job done for them. It'll be Verdugo, Devers, and Turner in the Red Sox. Herb Chambers batting order. The Sox change it up a little bit, going the blue tops above gray pants. The Royals in the home white. Cursive Royals from the right hip to the left shoulder, diagonally across the breast of a white jersey. Verdugo and Marsh, Red Sox and the Royals. Boston desperate for something good to happen here tonight. Alex is ready. Alan Porter, the home plate umpire, really one of the great ball and strike guys in the game, says hello to Verdugo, and we say hello for the play-by-play in this first inning to the Red Sox Hall of Famer Joe Castiglione.
Thank you very much, Will. Verdugo avoided a shutout last night with a 2-run homer in the 8th. He takes it up and away, ball one from Alec Marsh, right-hander, who is 0-7 with a 5.47 ERA. One of those losses to the Red Sox. He allowed 2 runs in 5 innings at Fenway. There's a strike over the outer half to Alex, hitting at .277. The home run last night is 13th. He's driven in 53. Marsh was not exactly a winner in the minor leagues. The pitch outside last year, he was 1-15 at Double-A Northwest Arkansas with a 7.32 ERA and 1-1 in Omaha. So combined to go 2-16. But this year he's in the big leagues. I guess that says something about their farm system, as you mentioned earlier. 2-1 pitch. And the fastball's in tight. He's out of Arizona State, though he's a Milwaukee area product. Born in Waukesha, went to high school in Wisconsin, and then played at Arizona State. pitch. Swinging a line drive in the right center field. A base hit toward the gap. Center fielder falls down. The ball's rolling all the way to the warning track. Picked up out there by the right fielder. Verdugo on his way to third. And he is in there with a stand-up triple. Waters, the center fielder, tried to cut it off. And he fell down. Not really wet here unless they soaked the grass. But he went down and he could not recover in time. Velasquez, the right fielder, up on his feet. He backed up. He was running after it, but had a long way to go to get it. So it's a leadoff triple for Verdugo. And the Red Sox have a runner at third with nobody out for Rafi Devers, hitting at .267 with 29 homers. And he's driven in 89. They bring the infield halfway in the first inning. Marsh delivers. Swing and a miss. Fermin, the catcher, bluffed to throw to third.
I wouldn't want to be Michael Massey right now, this close to home plate with the left-handed Devers up there. That's Verdugo's 5th triple of the year.
He has 33 doubles as well. The 0-1 pitch. Rafi swings and misses. Swung over the top of a 94-mile-an-hour fastball. Marsh has averaged almost 11 strikeouts per 9, so he does throw hard and get swings and misses. Had 130 of them, but he also has given up 14 homers in 49 innings. And there's a drive to right center field deep. Back by the waterfalls in the wall, and this ball is off the base of the wall. It scores Verdugo easily, and it's a double for Rafi Devers. Right by the 387-foot marker. It hit on the wall. It looked like it had a chance to get out. Velasquez could not reach it. And the Red Sox score a lot earlier than they did last night. It's 1-0 Boston. Rafi driving in his 90th run. I think Velasquez thought that ball was gone. They get the run home, and here's Justin Turner hitting at .285 with 22 homers, and he's driven in 87. 2 away from his career RBI high, and he takes it away, ball 1. Now they're back at second and short. And third baseman's pretty deep as well, that strong arm, Miguel Garcia. Of course, the runner's at second base, not at third as Verdugo was, and now the time granted the hitter. And it's a 1-0 count to Turner. So a triple and a double opening this game for the Red Sox, who did very little last night with 15-game loser Jordan Lyles. Here's a 1-0 pitch coming. And he bounced it in there. Nice stop by Fermin with a backhand stab. We're in the Safe Flight Auto Glass part of the batting order. For every home run by Red Sox batters 3 through 6, Safe Flight donates $200 to the Greater Boston Food Bank.
That ball Rafi just hit would have been home run number 30 in 28 ballparks.
Big alleys here, 387 to left center and right center, 410 to center. There's a strike over the outer half with a fastball, 2-1.
Here in San Francisco, the only 2.
It's always been a pitcher's park. And the Royals usually had great pitching, but not in the last few years. Their team ERA 5.20, second worst in the league. 2-1. Swinging a line drive, right center field, sinking fast. And Velasquez makes the catch. A good break on that ball coming in. Reached down and backhanded it off his belt buckle for the out. That was hit hard. Devers holding at second base. Now Tristan Casas in the cleanup spot. He's got an 8-game hit streak, and he's up to .263 with 21 homers. 53 knocked in.
A funny moment. Tristan, as always, was just chatting with Alan Porter, but as it got time to do business, Alan just basically shoved Tristan into the left-handed batter's box.
Here's the pitch. Soft one in there for a strike.
Yeah, nice to see you. I know you're going to talk to the baseball when it comes through, but get in the box, buddy. Pitch clock is starting.
They're 1 foot out of the box now. 0-1. Outfield step to the left. Center field is shallow. Blowing away. Waters. Pretty shallow for a guy with his power. So is the right fielder Velasquez. That last fastball at 94 from Alec Marsh. And 11 outings. He's had 129 swings and misses coming into this game. So the fastball has a movement. The pitch runs up and away. 2 balls and a strike. 1 in, 1 on, 1 out in the first inning. Much of a turnout here today. They announced 15,000 last night, probably a similar number. The 2-1, swinging a high fly ball, right center field deep. Back toward the warning track. Velasquez by the wall, looks up, and this ball is gone. High towering blast for Tristan Casas, his 22nd home run. The 2-run blast gives him 55 RBIs, and it's 3-0 Red Sox. Well, he golfed that one a low pitch, and it was ever so high. Velasquez went back as though he thought he had a chance to get it. But it kept carrying out just a little bit short of the waterfalls out there.
Ever so closer to red fingernail polish for you, Joe. That ball was absolutely launched by Casas. A towering blast. He knew it. The minute he got it, that thing was destroyed. 104 off the bat. We will await the tail of the tape.
2-1 pitch, and he nailed it. Now Adam Duvall. He had 7 homers in the last 11 games. There's a strike. His hit streak was snapped last night at 10, mainly because he left the game early. They went to Rafaela with a blowout. 18 of his last 41, hitting at 274 with 18 homers. 3-0 Red Sox. Alec Marsh delivers. And a fastball line toward the gap in right center field. Velasquez over, stabs it for the out. Well, the 2 outs have been rockets. 3 runs are home. That home run came in the safe flat auto glass part of the batting order, so that means for the $200 from Safe Light to the Greater Boston Food Bank.
407 off the bat for Tristan.
Loud contact by the first 5 hitters. Now Yoshida, who's 0 for his last 7, hitting .294 with 13 homers. Takes it high, ball 1.
This is sort of how it was supposed to look last night. Lyles on the mound.
The league leader in home runs allowed, gave up his 34th, but that was it. Casas with number 22. And the pitch is away. 2-0. Marsh looks like one of those not ready for prime time players. He was a number 2 draft pick out of Arizona State. The pitch. Swing a rocket line to right field and deep. Back goes Velasquez. He reaches out. He can't get it. It one hops the fence by the bullpen. And Yoshida's into second with a double. That's the hardest hit ball for Yoshida in quite a while. He nailed it. Rockets red glare in the early going. Trevor Story coming up 0 for his last 8. Pitching coach visit.
And for Casas, a bomb bursting in the air.
All the way. Casas had 9 home runs at the All-Star break. Since then, he's hit 13.
That one was 108 off the bat. Duvall 98, Casas 104, Turner 98, Raffy the same, and Verdugo 104. It is just not quiet right now.
Bell Insurance Foundation, dedicated to striking out cancer by supporting the Jimmy Fund. For every strikeout from a Red Sox pitcher, Bell Insurance Foundation donates $50 to the Jimmy Fund. Arbella here for the Jimmy Fund, here for good. Now the number 7 hitter, Trevor Story, 0 for his last 8, 184 with a homer, 3 RBIs. Yoshida's at second. 2 out, 3 runs home in the top of the first. Here it comes, and it's low.
Feels like about a week since the Red Sox had a lead, doesn't it? I mean, really, 3-2 on Monday was about the last one after the Duvall homer. I guess that was 4-3 at the time.
It's been a while. Trying to snap a 5-game skid. The 1-0 pitch from Alec Marsh is swung on it high to left field, but shallow. Left fielder broke back. Now coming in, the shortstop Witt is out. He was way out there to make the catch, maybe 80 feet on the grass to retire the side. The Red Sox have a great start. They get 3 in the first inning, with Royals coming to battle the Shaws and Star Market, WEEI Red Sox Network.
Hello, everyone. This is your Delta Airlines flight attendant speaking. On behalf of your Delta crew, we're excited to announce we're growing our flight attendant team.
You can learn more about our world of opportunities at our flight attendant info session right here in Providence on September 14th and 15th. If you love to travel, meet new people, help others, and are seeking an office view of the world, a career at Delta may be right for you. To learn more, visit us at delta.com/flywithus. That's delta.com/flywithus. It's your time to climb with Delta.
When you drive the most dependable mass market brand, you can stop thinking about what you can't do and start doing what you never thought possible. Visit your local Kia dealer today to see yourself behind the wheel of the #1 most dependable mass market brand 3 years in a row by J.D. Power. Kia, movement that inspires.
Call 800-334-KIA for details. Always drive safely. Kia received the fewest reported problems among mass market brands in the J.D. Power 2021 to 2023 U.S. Vehicle Dependability Studies. 2023 study based on 2020 models. See jdpower.com/awards for 2023 details.
Hey, I'm Andy. If you don't know me, it's probably because I'm not famous. But I did start a men's grooming company called Harry's. The idea for Harry's came out of a frustrating experience I had buying razor blades. Most brands were overpriced, overdesigned, and out of touch. At Harry's, our approach is simple. Here's our secret. We make sharp, durable blades and sell them at honest prices for as low as $2 each. We care about quality so much that we do some crazy things, like buy a world-class German blade factory. Obsessing over every detail means we're confident in offering a 100% quality guarantee. Millions of guys have already made the switch to Harry's, so thank you if you're one of them. And if you're not, we hope you give us a try with this special offer. Get a Harry starter set with a 5-blade razor, weighted handle, shave gel, and a travel cover, all for just $3 plus free shipping. Just go to harrys.com and enter code JOY at checkout. That's harrys.com, code JOY.
Ask your smart speaker to play 93.7 WEEI. Now back to Red Sox baseball on WEEI.
Red Sox average 100 miles an hour exit velocity at the top of the first. They lead 3-0, so Tanner Houck with the cushion. And the former Mizzou star delivers to Michael Garcia, who takes a strike. 279 for Garcia, strong-armed infielder with 4 homers and 46 knocked in. Houck has gone 0-8 at his last 11 starts. And what's the round, of course, that serious injury with a line drive in the face. It's down and in, 1-1 the count. Right-hand batter awaits. The pitch is way outside. 3-0 Boston in the first inning. And the 2-1 deal was swung on top, foul off the foot of the batter. That stung Garcia, who came up as a shortstop. He's playing very well at third base. And he's walking off the pane here. We'll check the league leaders and who's circling the drain, presented by Drains by James, Eastern Mass's choice for drain cleaning and pipelining, residential and commercial. At Drains by James, they give a poop about your pipes. 2-2 delivery coming home. And it's way outside. He goes to the backstop.
I got a fun one for you today, Joe. Baseball Savant tracks everything now.
Yeah.
And they got the best framers among catchers in the whole game. The number one, this kid we saw in San Francisco, is unbelievable, named Patrick Bailey.
There's a swing and a miss at a slider away, and down he goes. So Houck fans the first batter.
Then the Rangers have 2 of them, Austin Hedges and Jonah Heim. The Mets, Francisco Alvarez, kid was very impressive at Fenway. And then Sean Murphy of the Braves, the fifth best framer in the game.
And how did they determine that?
How many pitches are called strikes that are
really
not strikes?
How many times you fool the umpire then? There's a slider for a strike to Bobby Witt Jr.
It's really cool. They track every single zone, too. Like a lot of guys are better at the pitch low, bringing it up. Some the outside in.
Witt hit his 28th home run last night. And he swings and rips one hard right to Raffy, who was in at the edge of the grass. Fires high, but Casas, who's 6'4", pulls it down. Hard hit ball by Bobby Witt, who was named Royals Player of the Month for August.
Wong is a great thrower, but to this point, not a great framer. Among 61 guys who qualify for that, Connor, 53rd ranked in terms of framing ability.
Here's MJ Melendez, who didn't play last night. They didn't need him, but he kills the Red Sox. 405 in his brief career. Started last year against the Red Sox with 9 extra base hits. And he grounds it hard wide of first and into right field. Valdez took a dive, which was very short of successful. And Melendez continues to hammer the Red Sox. He went up there at 231 with 12 homers. Now Salvi Perez, who hit 2 home runs last night, 16th time in his career he's done it. Playing at first base, he's got 21 homers. He's driven in 61, batting .250. 3-0 Red Sox in the home half of the first inning. Houck delivers, and the big guy takes low and away ball 1. He was the MVP of the 2015 World Series. It was highlighted tonight when Ned Yost, the manager of that team, was elected to the Hall of Fame, Royals Hall of Fame, inducted tonight. 1-0 swing and a miss. I was with Ned in 1981 with the Milwaukee Brewers. They started the year with 4 catchers, one a Hall of Famer, Ted Simmons. They had Charlie Moore, made him a right fielder. They had Ned Yost, who remained a backup, and Buck Martinez, whom they traded. Low and away. Buck remembers it well. And that team, the first time Milwaukee ever won anything, they won the second half of that strike-interrupted season, and then lost to the Yankees in the playoffs. They went on the next year to win the pennant and lost in 7 games in the World Series of the Cardinals. There's a swing and a high fly ball, left center field, but he got it down near the end of the bat. Yoshida's there, called off by Duvall, who makes the catch to retire the side. 3-0 Red Sox after 1 on the Shaws and Star Market, WEEI Red Sox Network.
Hello, everyone. This is your Delta Airlines flight attendant speaking. On behalf of your Delta crew, we're excited to announce we're growing our flight attendant team.
You can learn more about our world of opportunities at our flight attendant info session right here in Providence on September 14th and 15th. If you love to travel, meet new people, help others, and are seeking an office view of the world, a career at Delta may be right for you. To learn more, visit us at delta.com/flywithus. That's delta.com/flywithus. It's your time to climb with Delta.
When you drive the most dependable mass market brand, you can stop thinking about what you can't do and start doing what you never thought possible. Visit your local Kia dealer today to see yourself behind the wheel of the #1 most dependable mass market brand 3 years in a row by J.D. Power. Kia, movement that inspires.
Call 800-334-KIA for details. Always drive safely. Kia received the fewest reported problems among mass market brands in the J.D. Power 2021 to 2023 U.S. Vehicle Dependability Studies. 2023 study based on 2020 models. See jdpower.com/awards for 2023 details.
We're going abroad for the first time in years. To Spain. So we started using Babbel.
And started learning Spanish fast.
With Babbel, you can start having conversations in another language in just 3 weeks.
¿Cómo te llamas?
¿Cómo te llamas?
When you learn a language, you want to actually use it. Babbel is designed with that goal in mind.
In just 3 weeks, we're starting to have conversations in Spanish. Gracias, Babbel.
Babbel, language for life. Now try Babbel for free at Babbel.com. That's BABBEL.com.
Hi, this is Adam Duvall. You're listening to the home of the Red Sox, WEEI.
We move along here to the second inning. 3-0 Red Sox. Reese McGuire will bat first. Day through Monday at Shaw's and Star Market. Get value-packed beef T-bone, New York strip steak, lamb loin chops for just $6.97 a pound. Bags of jumbo raw shrimp, only $5.97 a pound. We use the digital coupon limit 2. Shaw's and Star Market, perfecting the art of fresh. A big swing and a miss. That's strike 1 by McGuire. He's sitting at 293 with 1 homer. Leading off here in the Herb Chambers batting order, sponsored by Herb Chambers, Lexus of Sharon and Lexus of Hingham. He grounds this one on several hops to the second baseman. Massey has it and throws him out. We got a very strong defensive infield at second, third, and short, with Garcia at third, Witt at short, and Massey at second. Pasquantino would be their normal first baseman. He didn't hurt in June, and he's out for the year. Although Salvi's taken over there with what they like for mean catching. Now, and Manuel Valdez called up yesterday. Was hitless last night. Came in late. Pitches low ball 1. Hit 4 homers at .232 in his first stint with the club. Acquired in the Christian Vasquez deal with Houston. The pitch swing and a miss at a high changeup from this right-hander. Rookie Alec Marsh deals, and there's a drive hit the center field. Shallow. Waters broke back. Now comes in. He recovers and makes the catch for the out. This guy was 1-15 last year in Double-A. Gets promoted to the big leagues the next year. 0-7 in the big leagues. Maybe not an accident. No, it's tough because losing becomes a habit. Here's the 1-0 pitch to Verdugo, who takes a strike at the knees.
And especially in the minor leagues, I don't really care about wins and losses necessarily, but it's the earned run average, the home runs, the hits, and that's just carried over to the big league level.
Shortage of talent here in Kansas City. Call strike. I mean, the Royals won in their window. They're 14. They went to the 7th game, the last out of the World Series, losing to the Giants, and then beating the Mets the next year. So they won when they had the opportunity, but then had the payroll to sustain it for one thing. The pitch home, Verdugo takes it wide.
To me, that's the real difficulty. Teams like the Royals and the Pirates and the Reds who refuse to spend money. Not only do you have to nail it with all the prospects, which is hard enough, you have to win when they are on the team and controllable.
Yeah, that's the issue. Pitch bounces in there.
I mean, it's the whole proposition of homegrown talent and nailing draft picks and developing them into everyday stars is hard enough, but then you have them for like 3 years, and you have to win right then.
2-ball, 2-strike pitch coming to Verdugo, who opened the game with a triple, and he takes it away. It was a triple because the center fielder fell down. Might have been a double. Might have been enough up the gap for him to get 2, but the triple was a gift. The pitch home is swung on, loop toward left center field. Long run for Waters, going back, still going back. It's over his head. It's going to the wall. Verdugo on his way to second base, and he stops there. And now he's on his way to third as they bobbled it out there, and he makes it. He was just jogging into second base, and he saw the Waters was having trouble, and he put on the afterburners and got to third.
It's a double and an error. So a cycle watch for Alex Verdugo.
That would be double number 34. It's been a rough night for Waters out there already. Rough 2 innings. He was ready to stop at second base. Here's Devers, who narrowly missed a home run. Double high off the wall in right center to drive in a run. And the pitch is swung on and missed. A big rip.
He wants 30 tonight, Alec. Raffy does.
And Alex I thought that was bothering him a little bit, huh? That he was pressing to get number 30. E8 on Waters. There's a swinging strike and a changeup down and away. Check the Subaru New England scoreboard as you move along. With so much to love, you don't want to miss the Subaru New England A Lot to Love event. Go to your authorized Subaru retailer. Visit SubaruNewEngland.com. Pitch. Swinging a high pop foul off third. This one fading into the stands.
Like when Raffy is right, he stays back on pitches like that changeup, and crushes them out to right. Here he's kind of ahead of fastballs, in between on off speed.
That's when you slump. Guardians and Rays 4-4 in the bottom of the 5th at Cleveland. Yankees 1, Astros nothing, top of the 2nd at Houston. That one's up and in, backs him off the plate. And the Yanks have the bases loaded with 1 out.
Apparently C.B. Bucknor in that Guardian Rays game is having an absolutely atrocious night, which has led to a 3-run homer for the Rays that tied the game.
Here's the 1-2. Swinging a foul. Is he the third base or home plate umpire?
He is. Angel Hernandez earlier missed 40% of strike calls in the game.
They're on the same crew?
Different games, but they are pretty much universally thought of as the guys who missed the most pitches behind the plate.
Here's a 1-2. Out he goes by his back foot. He had a jackknife to get out of the way of a pitch that was headed for his ankles. Good dance music there.
Looked like you at the Sunset Grill on a Sunday night down in Fort Myers.
After an evening of fun. The pitch taken low.
Oh,
he called that a strike? Whoa. That ball looked like it was going to bounce in. It was about ankle high. Porter rings him up. So Raffy goes down. Guess it had a lot of sinking action. Anyway, Red Sox leave a runner at third after 1.5, 3-0 Boston on the Shaws in Star Market. WEEI Red Sox Network.
Angie's List is now Angie, and we've heard a lot of theories about why.
I thought it was an eco move. Fewer words, less paper.
No, it was so you could say it faster.
No, it's to be more iconic.
Must be a tech thing.
But those aren't quite right. It's because now you can compare upfront prices, book a service instantly, and even get your project handled from start to finish.
Sounds easy.
It is, and it makes us so much more than just a list. Get started at Angie.com. That's ANGI, or download the app today.
Hello, everyone. This is your Delta Airlines flight attendant speaking. On behalf of your Delta crew, we're excited to. We're growing our flight attendant team.
You can learn more about our world of opportunity.
Attempt to hold up, and it's 0-2.
You were ready to catch that foul ball.
I was hit too hard. He's leading off in the Herb Chambers batting order, sponsored by Herb Chambers Audi Burlington Audi Brookline. The 0-2, low and away. College football today. It's embarrassing. Colgate loses to Syracuse 65-0. They used to be arch rivals. 1-2 is hit in center field, pretty deep, but playable for Duval. Makes a backhand catch, trailing at the edge of the track for the out one down.
Now, when was that? Like the 60s?
In the 30s? No, in the 30s.
Oh.
20s, 30s, into the 40s. Colgate had a huge lead in the series, and the great Andy Kerr was coaching.
Leather helmets?
Yeah, at times. And sometimes Yankee Stadium was the home field for Colgate. Syracuse only 40 miles away from campus to campus, but they always played at Syracuse, if not at Yankee Stadium. One down for Massey, the second baseman. He lines one down the right field line. It's a fair ball, hitting on the grass, rolling into the corner by the foul pole. Verdugo picks it up, but Massey's into second with a double. Massey at 220 with the two-bagger.
I'm sure it was a handsome payday for Colgate.
Well, that's why they did it. I mean, last year they only lost to Stanford 40-0.
Yeah.
Your alma mater, you gave me 42 points, so I won that. But they pretty much dropped that series after 1956 with Syracuse because Syracuse won that year 61-7, and the great Jim Brown scored 43 points himself. He kicked the extra points. He scored the touchdowns.
Did he really kick the extra points?
All season for Syracuse. There's a ground ball hit hard to the first baseman by Waters. Underhand flip to the pitcher in time, so very quick out there. 3-1 as Waters is out, bringing up Matt Beatty, who's hitting a .250.
Well, when I got home to the hotel last night, I was able to watch my alma mater run an offense that didn't look like it was from the Jim Brown era for the first time in about 10 years. They were able to hold on and actually scored 37 points, beating Hawaii.
Ooh.
It's nice to have actual motion and up-tempo and not jumbo packages and 1-yard runs on 80% of the plays.
See, the Colgate quarterback was something like 7 for 14 with 29 yards.
That sounds like us in recent times.
Swinging strike by Beatty, who's hitting .250.
Well, better times ahead. I'm sure they don't play all the big dogs.
No, but you hope they didn't get too banged up. Villanova's next week, and they've been powerful the last several years. As long as they beat the Ivies. The 0-1 hits him. Oh, he got hit in the leg. Left-hand batter. Got, I think, just above the ankle. So that puts runners at first and third, brings the tying run to the plate. And Nelson Velasquez.
Is that sort of the sentiment amongst the alumni that just got to beat the real nerds and we'll be okay?
Right. Having a tough time beating Holy Cross lately. They're a powerhouse. So 2 men on, 2 men out. Massey at third. He advanced on the ground out. And Nelson Velasquez homered last night. He's got 9, batting at .235. Houck delivers home, and a swinging strike at a slider away.
Well, you still are a dedicated fan. I mean, it was 65-0.
65-0.
And you were watching, you were checking the play-by-play.
That was the beginning of the fourth quarter. I guess they called off the dogs. Now that ties the all-time rivalry, by the way. Each team has won the same number of games, low and away, so maybe that's the end of it. But you play games like that to support the program financially. One pitch coming. Swinging a bounding ball, hit the third. Rafty charges it, gets through. He tried to grab the short hop and one under his glove. A run scores, and they're going to end up with runners at second and third. The tying runs in scoring position. It's 3-1. Rafty charged. It did take a tough hop. He reached down. It's one of those do-or-die plays. Had a lot of spin on it. I'm not sure he could have played it any other way. We'll see how they score it. But
double.
It is a double. Everything's a hit these days.
I think if he's a little quicker, he gets in. Maybe a little sooner.
But it could have easily been an out. It said it's an RBI hit, and here comes Garcia, who struck out his first time up, and the pitch home is swung on, grounded, stabbed by the pitcher. Houck flips the first for the out. If he doesn't touch it, that might have gone through center field to tie the game. The Royals very aggressive, swinging early. They do get the run, one of them, but leave 2. After 2, 3-1 Boston and the Shaws and Star Market, WEEI Red Sox Network.
Hello, everyone. This is your Delta Airlines flight attendant speaking. On behalf of your Delta crew, we're excited to announce we're growing our flight attendant team.
You can learn more about our world of opportunities at our flight attendant info session right here in Providence on September 14th and 15th. If you love to travel, meet new people, help others, and are seeking an office view of the world, a career at Delta may be right for you. To learn more, visit us at delta.com/flywithus. That's delta.com/flywithus. It's your time to climb with Delta.
When you drive the most dependable mass market brand, you can stop thinking about what you can't do and start doing what you never thought possible. Visit your local Kia dealer today to see yourself behind the wheel of the #1 most dependable mass market brand 3 years in a row by J.D. Power. Kia, Movement that inspires.
Call 800-334-KIA for details. Always drive safely. Kia received the fewest reported problems among mass market brands in the J.D. Power 2021 to 2023 U.S. Vehicle Dependability Studies. 2023 study based on 2020 models. See jdpower.com/awards for 2023 details.
Hi, it's Chris Curtis, and right now, drug and alcohol dependency is affecting so many of us. If addiction is impacting you or a loved one, I highly recommend the New England Recovery Center in Westboro, a really compassionate staff and beautiful 25-acre campus where most major insurance plans are accepted. New England Recovery Center offers 24/7 admission with transportation available if needed. Why wait? Call 877-MY-REHAB or visit newenglandrecoverycenter.org today.
How powerful is Cox Internet? So powerful that one day, your daughter will be able to simulate a soccer match against some of the world's best players right from your backyard. Get gig speeds powered by fiber from Cox. It's internet built for tomorrow, today. Internet delivered through Cox's hybrid fiber coax network. Speeds vary and are not guaranteed. Cox terms and other restrictions apply.
Hi, it's Tanner Houck. This is the home of the Sox, WEEI.
Now we go to the third inning, 3-1 Red Sox. For the play-by-play, it's Will Fleming.
Thank you so much, Big Red. Justin Turner stands in, and a first pitch from Alec Marsh, who's gotten absolutely hammered by the Red Sox. Is a fastball that misses outside. 3-1 Boston. Good job by Casas to limit the damage in the bottom of the second. Turner lined out sharply his first time here. He lines one into center field. That's a base hit. This guy, Alec Marsh, has very little that's fooling the Red Sox so far. And with the way things have gone lately, I'd like to see them just totally open the floodgates offensively. Turner, now Casas, and Duvall in the Herb Chambers batting order, brought to you by Herb Chambers Mercedes-Benz of Boston, Natick, and Flagship Motor Cars of Linfield. Here is Casas, who launched a 2-run homer his first time. 22 homers and 55 driven in for Casas. What a second half he is having. Pitch to him is right there. Fastball at the bottom of the zone. That's strike one. I said to Tristan that I was so impressed with the fact that even in a 13-2 game last night, he just never gives away an at-bat. The deep count, ended up striking out, but he is just so good, a lot like Justin Turner is in those spots. The pitch is skied high into left center field. Back on it goes Waters at the warning track. He is there, just in front of the wall to make the play. Long ride given by Casas, but he's gone. Even the outs are loud and long for Alec Waters today. With one down, here comes Adam Duvall. In some ways, I think Marsh got lucky to not give up more runs in the first two innings. The pitch he made to Trevor Story in the first inning was a looping breaking ball right in the middle of the zone, and he got away with a hanging breaking ball to this man, Adam Duvall. Yeah, unwise to try that again here with Turner at first. The pitch is a fastball lined into center field. That's a base hit. It takes a big hop. Waters to a knee, and the Red Sox just keep on going. They got first and second with one down for Yoshida. This is sort of like Christian Javier 2 times in the last 10 days, where it's kind of startling to see a major league pitcher make this many mistakes right in the heart of the zone. Red Sox really did not make Javier pay enough in his 2 starts, hoping to do more against this man, Marsh.
Well, the records show he's not ready for prime time.
And these are the days the hitters really long for and really need to cash in. The pitch is high to Yoshida. That was a changeup for ball 1.
Michael Brantley, who hadn't played in over a year till he played against the Red Sox this week, had his first home run tonight. And that tied Houston with the Yankees 2-2 in the second.
Rangers, I saw, had a 4-0 lead early in their game. The 1-0 to Yoshida is high, ball 2. Meaning the Red Sox need to win. At the very least, you would think to hold serve. Mariners an early lead over the Mets. 3-0 there in the top of the third. Mariners are a real threat all of a sudden, I think, to go the distance.
Get pitching. And Julio.
2-0. That is outside, ball 3 to Yoshida.
Their bats have exploded. That was the biggest surprise, I think.
Yeah, led by Rodriguez, but it's been everybody. Cal Raleigh. Teoscar Hernandez has been sensational for a couple weeks. I always like the idea of playoff baseball in Seattle. Here's the 3-0, and that is a strike on the inside corner.
They went from 2001 until last year without having playoff baseball.
Then they went to Toronto and surprised everybody by just rolling through the Jays.
Still never been to a World Series, though.
3 balls, 1 strike to Yoshida, looking to do damage with 2 on and 1 out. Here's the pitch. That's outside, not close, ball 4, and the bases are loaded for Trevor Story. Injury report is brought to you by Ketch's Law Group, New England's personal injury pros. As the Royal pitching coach is going to come on out, talk things over. Brian Sweeney. Zach Kelly, really encouraging last night in Greenville. A scoreless inning for him. His first time leaving the mound in Tampa in April. So well liked in the Red Sox clubhouse. Maybe Zach can make a big league appearance before this season comes to a close. Since 1986, Ketch's has won over $2 billion for their injured clients. You never pay unless Ketch's wins. Brendan Bernardino is here.
Hey, was barely even missed, but he's likely to be active tomorrow.
I think it is very possible that those games with the Astros would have gone differently had Bernardino been on the roster. But in the rearview mirror now, trying to win a game in KC, and a big hit here would go a long way toward that. Trevor's Story with a chance with the bases loaded. Trevor just has not looked like himself at the plate. He's 0 for his last 9. Huge chance here. They lead at every base. Marsh sets. He throws, and Story takes way outside. That is not even close with a slider. Ball 1. These are not competitive pitches from this right-hander.
Tucker Davidson is loosening. Former Brave.
1-0 to Story. Rests the bat on his right shoulder. Marsh is ready at the belt. He throws, and Trevor takes outside. Another slider not close. He's backed himself into a corner, has Marsh. Cheeks red, huffing and puffing. He does not look easy on the mound. His start may be coming to an end right here. 2-0 to Trevor Story, trying to find one to crush right here. Here's the 2-0. And that is grounded on the left side of the infield. Witt has it to second for 1. Relay to first is not in time. A run scores. Turner comes home. Softly hit ground ball. The fans wanted the double play, but Trevor runs too well. So it is 4-1 Red Sox, but Story looking to do much more in that spot. And now it'll be up to Reese McGuire to really try to cash this thing in. Witt is smooth out at shortstop. Last year there was some thought that he just needed to pay more attention, focus a little bit defensively. All the raw tools are there. Here now, Reese McGuire. Wouldn't be the worst idea to think about running for Trevor Story here. Reese grounded out to second, his first time. The pitch, down and in. He does not have his breaking stuff today, Marsh. Frankly, he doesn't have much at all.
It's a symbol of why they're 42-94.
Which makes last night all the more frustrating. 1-0. Duvall at third, Story at first. Big lead for Trevor, not go on the pitch. Is a strike on the outside corner, fastball. And it's 1-1. We get you the Diesel Direct question of the day, brought to you by Diesel Direct, who remind you to stop wasting time at the pump. Get on-site fuel with Diesel Direct. At Sox Booth on Twitter, where we post that poll question each day. 1-1 to McGuire, the pitch. Curveball not close. And it's 2-1.
This guy's very lucky. He's only given up 4 runs to this point.
2-1 to McGuire. Red batting gloves down at the handle of a shiny black bat. Here's the 2-1. Way outside. I mean, this fastball not close. Another 3-ball count. You wonder, with Valdez on deck, would the Royals make a move right here? I think certainly they would for Verdugo. Maybe not in the 9 hole. 3-1 to Reese. Pitch to him is right there on the inside corner. It's a strike, and the count is full. That'll give Story a running start from first. Fountains going here in KC. Water cascading all the way around in the outfield. McGuire levels the bat over home plate, feet shoulder width apart. Story will be off with the pitch. And here comes the 3-2. McGuire takes a ball. Breaking ball way down and in. That may be it.
It should be.
For Marsh. And Matt Quatrero says, indeed, I've seen enough. Second walk of the inning. The bases are loaded. And Manuel Valdez will see a new pitcher coming out of the Royal bullpen right here. And right now, Tucker Davidson is on. Tell you all about him with the bases loaded for Valdez right after this. 4-1 Red Sox. Top third in KC on the Shaw's and Star Market Red Sox Radio Network.
America, it's time to gear up and get out there in a new Ford vehicle. And it all starts at your local Ford dealer during the Discover Summer Sales Event. Choose from a great selection of Ford trucks and SUVs equipped with the tech and comfort you need to discover your best summer ever. With a large inventory in stock, now is the best time to trade in, trade up, and discover summer with Ford. This is your time to discover summer at your local Ford dealer.
New England, it's time to get out there in a built Ford tough truck, and it starts at your New England Ford dealer's Discover Summer Sales Event. From the detail-oriented F-150 to the all-new Super Duty, there's no surprise why F-Series, America's best-selling trucks 46 years straight, are the best way to make this summer one for the books. With your New England Ford dealers stocked with fresh inventory, now's the best time to discover summer in a Ford. Claim based on 1977 to 2022 CY total sales.
Bases loaded, and Matt Quatrero, the Royal manager, with 2 outs in the third inning, goes to his bullpen for the left-hander Tucker Davidson. And guess what? Last time he pitched on Tuesday in the 9th inning, inherited a bases-loaded jam, and that time struck out Connor Joe. And here he is for the 29th time. He's got a 6.26 ERA between the Angels and here with the Kansas City Royals. Here's Manuel Valdez, powerful left-handed hitter who's just back in the big leagues as the roster's expanded yesterday, the 1st of September. Loaded up with a 3-run Red Sox lead. Here's the pitch. Valdez takes low, fastball, and it's 1-0.
You only get 2. The expansion and one to pitcher, just one pitcher. Takes away a lot of opportunities from minor leaguers, but I think it's a more fair system.
1-0 to Valdez. Here's the pitch. That's inside 2. I think, Joe, that we overcorrected in 2 ways. I think the trade deadline went too far. I mean, I understand it. They wanted to force more action at the 1st of August. But I think too many teams fall out of it, and there would be more intrigue if you allowed teams to trade again after that first. 2-0 to Valdez with the bases loaded. Here's the pitch. And that is looped into right field. That's a base hit. Duvall scores behind him, Story, and it's a 2-run RBI hit for Manuel Valdez, and it's 6-1 Red Sox. You didn't get a whole lot of it, but plenty enough off the end of the bat. Red Sox do cash it in. Those runs credited to Marsh and the Red Sox with a 5-run lead. And a chance to really pile it on with Alex Verdugo. So I think there's got to be an in-between, especially once you see teams like the Angels just dumping a 5th of their team and all this payroll onto the market. I think that's sort of an unintended consequence of the new rules. As Alex Verdugo digs into the left-handed batter's box, 1st and 3rd, 3 runs in. Again, the pitch to him is a strike. I don't know how Perry Manassian keeps his job, frankly. It's one of the all-time worst runs in a couple of years. Decision-making to try to keep Ohtani around, add at the deadline, empty the farm system, then dump them all.
You've got to look higher than him, though. Right at the owner.
0-1 to Verdugo. Here's the pitch. That's a soft foul, straight back. And by the way, even after all that, which they did to get under the luxury tax threshold, they're still over. So even dumping so many big salaries, they're they're still going to pay the penalties.
It'd be a miracle if Ohtani stayed there.
I think that is a fait accompli. 6-1 Red Sox, 2 down in the top of the third. McGuire at third, Valdez at first. 0-2 to Verdugo, the pitch. Swinging a high fly into right field, but it'll hang up for Velasquez. Overcomes the center fielder Waters, and he's there to make the play. Inning over. 8 Red Sox come to the plate. 3 of them score. Bottom third next. Houck back to work. 6-1 Red Sox in the Shaws and Star Market WEEI Red Sox Radio Network.
Hello, everyone. This is your Delta Airlines flight attendant speaking. On behalf of your Delta crew, we're excited to announce we're growing our flight attendant team.
You can learn more about our world of opportunities at our flight attendant info session right here in Providence on September 14th and 15th. If you love to travel, meet new people, help others, and are seeking an office view of the world, a career at Delta may be right for you. To learn more, visit us at delta.com/flywithus. That's delta.com/flywithus. It's your time to climb with Delta.
When you drive the most dependable mass market brand, you can stop thinking about what you can't do and start doing what you never thought possible. Visit your local Kia dealer today to see yourself behind the wheel of the #1 most dependable mass market brand 3 years in a row by J.D. Power. Kia, movement that inspires.
Call 800-3334-KIA for details. Always drive safely. Kia received the fewest reported problems among mass market brands in the J.D. Power 2021 to 2023 U.S. Vehicle Dependability Studies. 2023 study based on 2020 models. See jdpower.com/awards for 2023 details.
Hey, it's Greg. It's here. The heat, humidity, and scorching sweaty temperatures. Are the high temperatures forcing your air conditioning into overdrive, leading to sky-high energy bills? The solution? Reach out to my friends at Window Nation. Save thousands today with no money down, no payments, and pay no interest for 2 years. Plus, Window Nation will give you 2 free windows with every 2 you buy. Protect and increase the value of your home today when you call 866-90-NATION or go online at windownation.com.
You're listening to the Sox on the Shaws and Star Market WEEI Red Sox Radio Network. Now, back to the play-by-play action.
Tanner Houck now with a 5-run lead as we go to the bottom of the third. 6-1 Red Sox. Bobby Witt Jr. leading it off. Devers level with the bag at third. Tanner Houck has allowed 3 hits and a run. The pitch to Witt pours in there. For a strike on the inside corner. Good sinking fastball at 92 miles an hour. Infield backed up. Casas well off the line and back at first. Duvall in center, shades toward right. The 0-1. Grounded to shortstop. Back in by Story. Stumbling. He leaps. He throws high. And Casas tiptoes, reaches up. And what a play on both ends to retire the lightning bolt, Bobby Witt Jr. What a difference a great defensive shortstop makes. That's something that plagued the Red Sox all year long. That was deep in the hole. And the awareness, Joe, for Story to know how fast Witt is and just get rid of it, have enough on it to make the play.
Ability to throw off balance.
I guess the arm surgery worked. There's MJ Melendez, left-handed hitter. The pitch is a strike on the outside corner. That is so clearly a point of emphasis going into next year. Red Sox have got to improve their defense, and they feel great now about Story at shortstop. Casas have been better at first base lately. The 0-1 is down and in. Alex Cora said they've made some adjustments, really have helped him pick balls better. Backhand side has been really good. They want him to stand taller, not crouch down so low, give himself a little more agility. Pre-pitch, the 1-1 is ripped into deep right field. Verdugo backhand. This thing is just foul.
This guy loves to hit the Red Sox.
He does. He looks like Lou Gehrig against Boston.
There's a coach at Florida International.
It's cool to see George Brett here today.
He's #1 ever Kansas City Royal.
Yeah, there's some organizations where that discussion's a little difficult. Not this one. One ball, 2 strikes. Tanner Houck says no, and Melendez is going to ask for time. Like the Minnesota Twins, Joe, for you, is it Kirby or Harmon?
2 different players, styles, completely different. I think I'd take Kirby. Of course, I love the guys. I'm not exactly objective, but Harmon Killebrew was great, too, and a wonderful guy, power hitter.
1-2 to MJ Melendez. The pitch is a little bit outside. You worked with Rapid Robert. He's the best pitcher the Cleveland franchise has ever had.
And the best overall player.
I think so. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Houck throws. And Melendez rips one into left field, and it'll get down in front of Yoshida for a hit. MJ's thinking, too, Yoshida's throw to second not nearly in time. Before it's all said and done, when he sees the Red Sox, Melendez may be the greatest Royal of them all. It's a 1-out double.
Got 10 extra base hits against the Red Sox. This is just the 4th series he's played against them.
And here comes Salvador Perez. Legitimately, I do not think it's an exaggeration to say that clearly Brett is in a class of his own, but this guy, Salvador Perez, is now making a real push to be the next guy.
You can start an argument of who's the greatest player in Red Sox history. I mean, David Ortiz up there with Teddy Ballgame.
Here's the pitch to Salvi, and it's popped up on the left side of the infield. Devers, Ortiz's buddy, is there to make the play. So there are 2 down. I mean, to me, there is zero debate about who the most important player is, and that's Ortiz. And that is open and shut.
He won.
But it is sort of difficult to look at anybody other than Williams and say they're the greatest player if you just sort of normalize for generations and time periods. But no one is going to turn away a case for David Ortiz. Here's the pitch to Freddie Fermin, a foul ball on the third base side. I mean, you got Clemens and Pedro as the greatest starting pitchers in franchise history. Of course, Babe Ruth was awesome, but he just didn't pitch long enough. Cy Young, so many wins, but it is Pedro and Roger for me anyway.
No question.
0-1 with 2 down, 6-1 Red Sox. The pitch is swung on and missed. Speaking of Cleveland, I thought that Kendrick, the president of the Negro League Museum, with whom we had a wonderful visit today, said something so cool. He was talking about Larry Doby, who, of course, broke the color barrier in the American League. And he said, he is the Buzz Aldrin of baseball.
Yeah.
0-2, the pitch is outside. He said, look, everybody knows Neil Armstrong was the first man to walk the surface of the moon, but nobody ever talks about Buzz. Meanwhile, the same thing holds true in baseball. We all celebrate Jackie Robinson. Larry endured all of the same things.
He was a wonderful guy. I got to know him because he would speak at the Boston College baseball banquet in the wintertime. I think he did it 3 different years. I was the MC, and he was close with John Harrington, and just a great gentleman. Tremendous player, too.
1-2 pitch is swung on and missed. He got him with an elevated fastball, and the inning is over. A couple strikeouts for Houck. He works around the Melendez double. Back for the 4th. We will get you a station break then after this on the Shaw's and Star Market Red Sox Radio Network.
Hello, everyone. This is your Delta Airlines flight attendant speaking. On behalf of your Delta crew, we're excited to announce we're growing our flight attendant team.
You can learn more about our world of opportunities at our flight attendant info session right here in Providence on September 14th and 15th. If you love to travel, meet new people, help others, and are seeking an office view of the world, a career at Delta may be right for you. To learn more, visit us at delta.com/flywithus. That's delta.com/flywithus. It's your time to climb with Delta.
When you drive the most dependable mass market brand, you can stop thinking about what you can't do and start doing what you never thought possible. Visit your local Kia dealer today to see yourself behind the wheel of the #1 most dependable mass market brand 3 years in a row by J.D. Power. Kia, movement that inspires.
Call 800-334-KIA for details. Always drive safely. Kia received the fewest reported problems among mass market brands in the J.D. Power 2021 to 2023 U.S. Vehicle Dependability Studies. 2023 study based on 2020 models. See jdpower.com/awards for 2023 details.
America, it's time to gear up and get out there in a new Ford vehicle. And it all starts at your local Ford dealer during the Discover Summer Sales Event. Choose from a great selection of Ford trucks and SUVs equipped with the tech and comfort you need to discover your best summer ever. With a large inventory in stock, now is the best time to trade in, trade up, and discover summer with Ford. This is your time to discover summer at your local Ford dealer.
How powerful is Cox Internet? So powerful that one day, your daughter will be able to simulate a soccer match against some of the world's best players right from your backyard. Get gig speeds powered by fiber from Cox. It's internet built for tomorrow, today. Internet delivered through Cox's hybrid fiber coax network. Speeds vary and are not guaranteed. Cox terms and other restrictions apply.
The Rich Keefe Show, weekday afternoons starting at 6. Now back to the Shaw Star Market, WEEI Red Sox Radio Network.
To the fourth inning we go. Red Sox leading the Royals 6-1. Devers, Turner, and Casas in the Herb Chambers batting order, sponsored by Herb Chambers, BMW Boston, Sudbury, and Medford. Here is Raffy against Davidson. Raffy almost hit with a fastball up and in. It's a slider from this left-hander. And it's 1-0. Sometimes lefties get left-handed hitters like Devers locked back in. Tendency to kind of stay in there a little longer. 1-0 is hit high in the air into right center field. This ball carrying well. Back on it, Waters. He will not get it. Devers is going to have his second double of the game. Into the gap in right center field. Very encouraging swings from Devers. Lead off double, and here comes Justin Turner. Before he bats, we take 10 seconds for station ID on the Shaws and Star Market Red Sox Radio Network.
From the WEEI studios, 93.7 WEEI FM and HD1, Lawrence, Boston. Always live on the free Odyssey app.
Well, Fleming Joe Castiglione in the city of fountains is Justin Turner in Kansas City. Bats with Devers at second. Raffy now 30 doubles and 29 home runs. Turner singled and scored his last time here. He takes low and outside from the lefty Davidson. That's ball one. Well, the Diesel direct question at Sox Booth on Twitter has to do with Devers, ranked fifth in the AL with 29 home runs. And we ask you to give a letter grade to the first year of his 10-year contract extension. This is technically not the first year of his new deal. 1-0 is a little bit outside. He's making, I believe, 17.5 this season. Agreed to pre-arbitration, and next year that moves north of 30. There's a lot of deferred money in the contract, too. Not quite Bobby Bonilla levels, but Red Sox not on the hook for all 300-plus while he plays. 2-0 the pitch is a foul ball. Turner tried to stop his swing, could not. And it's 2-1. But yet another remarkable visit to the Negro League Museum here in Kansas City, 18th and Vine.
Every time we go, we learn something. Kendrick does such a wonderful tour.
You know, I really think he's essentially like a preacher.
Yes. I could hear it from the pulpit. Great promoter of great Negro League baseball.
He talks so much about Rube Foster, who I think the more you go there is a totally underappreciated figure in the history of the sport.
Founder of the Negro National League.
2-1 is outside a slider. I mean, Bob just holds court. He welcomes all comers. He's so gracious to us every year we come through.
Many Red Sox fans. That's the biggest crowd we've ever seen there.
I think the word has sort of gotten out.
And they're now building a new one. Plans, they need $25 million, but they're going to build a new museum.
3-1 to Turner. Swinging a shot into left center field. That's a hit, and that will score Devers. Raffy rounds third. He scores. Turner has got RBI number 88, and it's 7-1 Red Sox. Offense came to play today, and what a relief this must be in that third base dugout. They're just pouring it on.
You know, he was talking about Martin Dihigo, the great Cuban star, and he's very similar to Ohtani.
Yes.
Pitching, hitting, played all 9 positions. Power hitter. He's in 5 Baseball Halls of Fame.
Mexico, Venezuela, DR, Cooperstown. Here's Casas, who takes low, and that's ball one.
There are just so many great players.
Culmination of the tour is the field at the center of the museum, and Bob walks you through the 10 players on the field, culminating with the pitcher at the center of it all, Satchel Paige. Here's the 1-0 to Casas on the way, and Tristan takes outside. That's ball two. I loved what he said about Buck Leonard, who apparently was just an all-time great fastball hitter. He said his contemporaries would say trying to slip a fastball by Buck was like trying to slip sunrise by a rooster.
Just can't do it.
2-0 to Casas with Turner at first. Pitch is a strike on the inside corner.
But what a great scene it must have been in the 1930s and 40s with all the jazz greats gathering there at 18th and Vine in Kansas City with the ball players in the Street Hotel. Joe Louis was often there. Jesse Owens was often there.
The East-West All-Star Game, which paired the two divisions of the Negro Leagues, would draw more people than the Big League All-Star Game. Oftentimes 55,000 people at Comiskey for those games.
Bob said that all of the jazz greats wanted to be ball players, and the ball players wanted to be jazz stars.
So they met at the Street. 2-1 to Casas, who's homered and flied to center. Here's the pitch, and that is low, a fastball, and it's 3-1. Oscar Charleston, whom I first learned about in Joe Poznansky's wonderful book, The Baseball 100.
He could do it all.
Most people in that era felt like he was maybe even a better center fielder than Willie Mays, which sounds apocryphal. 3-1 to Casas. Turner leading at first. The pitch is down and in, ball 4. That's pretty good discipline there by Casas. The first 3 Red Sox hitters have reached in this inning.
Saw an excellent play off Broadway maybe 20 years ago. Ty Cobb and Oscar Charleston meet.
Really?
And both would fight you in a second.
Yeah, they were said to have somewhat similar personalities.
But Charleston didn't start the fights. He ended them. Ty Cobb had his issues. I went to his museum, too, in Royston, Georgia.
Complex.
Complex is how they described it. Nice way to put it.
Adam Duvall, who takes a slider for a strike, and it's 0-1. The great story about Oscar Charleston is that people, after seeing the great Willie Mays catch off Vic Wertz in the 1954 World Series, said that Charleston would have been under it and waiting. 0-1 to Duvall, which may or may not be possible. The pitch is in the dirt, splitter, and it's 1-1.
A great manager. Bob made a good point. He said, you know, if it hadn't been for World War II, Jackie might not have played for the Monarchs because they had so many great players in the Kansas City Monarchs that were away at World War II, including Willard Home Run Brown and Buck O'Neill himself, several others, all-star players.
1-1 the count. Here's the pitch. Swinging a high fly into deep center field. Back on it, Waters at the warning track. He will get there in time to make the play. Tagging at both bases, Turner and Casas, because it's so deep, they both advance. So a productive deep fly ball out for Adam Duvall. Now runners at second and third with one down for Yoshida.
But Jackie, when they attempted the court-martial because he refused to sit in the back of a bus, even though he was an officer, I believe at Fort Hood in Texas, he won that case. And so he was available in 1945, had a trial with the Monarchs, made the team, played 5 months, and then disappeared because it was a big secret that Branch Rickey was going to sign him.
7-1 Red Sox. Here's Yoshida with runners at second and third. He takes a fastball outside, ball 1. Today through Monday at Shaw's and Star Market, get value pack beef T-bone, New York strip steak, or lamb loin chops for $6.97 a pound. Bags of jumbo raw shrimp for only $5.97 a pound when you use the digital coupon limit 2. 1-0 to Yoshida, who's lined out, doubled to right and walked. Here's the pitch to him, and that's down and in. He looks good at the plate, does Yoshida, and it's 2-0. That's the essential point that Bob makes as the connective tissue between Jackie and Buck O'Neill and today's young generation is that museum celebrates not only the baseball achievements. 2-0 to Yoshida, the pitch. Swinging a ground ball on the right side, and Salvi backhands it, looks home, only flips to the covering pitcher in time, but a run scores. Justin Turner touches home plate. Kyle Hudson sort of pointed to first base as if to say, let's take a quick look at the video room and make sure the pitcher Davidson got there, but he didn't do that with much conviction. The Red Sox will not look. That's Yoshida's 63rd RBI, and the Red Sox plate another run. It is 8-1. Now here's Trevor Story looking to extend the inning with Casas over at third, but Bob's main point is that baseball, as so often has been the case, was the catalyst for the civil rights movement in the country.
1947, they didn't desegregate the Army until Harry Truman did. The Armed Forces in 1948, Brown versus Board of Education, 1954.
Here's Trevor Story, who takes fastball down and in, ball 1.
That's very well chronicled. That was brought to light because I also had a chance to visit the Harry Truman Library and Museum today. And of course, President Truman desegregated the armed forces the year after Jackie.
Want to know the story of the pitch? Swing and a miss. Good slider, and it's 1-1.
So my grandson had quite an education.
I would say.
Yeah. Negro League Museum and the Harry S. Truman Museum.
See, this
Library.
is good. You spend time with Granddad, and you're going to learn some things. 1-1 with Casas over at third. 2 down in the fourth. Pitch is swung on a miss. Story just does not look like himself. Splitter there, way over the top of it, and it's 1-2. I cannot think of one presidential library museum that I've been to and not loved.
I've been to several.
The LBJ Library in Austin, Texas is unreal. It's actually on the campus of the university.
I've never been in it, but
you would love it. 1 ball, 2 strikes.
And our own JFK is marvelous.
Pitch is a strike on the inside corner. I don't think Alan Porter realizes that's strike 3, but it is. Story is gone. He didn't like the call. The inning is over. 8-1 Red Sox going to the bottom of the fourth in the Shaws and Star Market Red Sox Radio Network.
Hello, everyone. This is your Delta Airlines flight attendant speaking. On behalf of your Delta crew, we're excited to announce we're growing our flight attendant team.
You can learn more about our world of opportunities at our flight attendant info session right here in Providence on September 14th and 15th. If you love to travel, meet new people, help others, and are seeking an office view of the world, a career at Delta may be right for you. To learn more, visit us at delta.com/flywithus. That's delta.com/flywithus. It's your time to climb with Delta.
When you drive the most dependable mass market brand, you can stop thinking about what you can't do and start doing what you never thought possible. Visit your local Kia dealer today to see yourself behind the wheel of the #1 most dependable mass market brand 3 years in a row by J.D. Power. Kia, movement that inspires.
Call 800-334-KIA for details. Always drive safely. Kia received the fewest reported problems among mass market brands in the J.D. Power 2021 to 2023 U.S. Vehicle Dependability Studies. 2023 study based on 2020 models. See jdpower.com/awards for 2023 details.
Quick, before the next inning, here's how to make a Rosaluna Mezcal Margarita in under 30 seconds. Grab a shaker with ice, pour 2 parts agave nectar to 1 part water. Squeeze out all the juice of 1 lime, do a nice 3-second pour of Rosaluna Mezcal, and shake. Pour into your favorite glass and garnish with a lime wheel, if you're fancy. Sit back, relax, and enjoy your Mezcal Mar, featuring Rosaluna, the less smoky Mezcal. Recognized as one of the best mezcals in the world 2023. Now let's play ball.
More Boston sports opinion, more often. Just download the Odyssey app. Now back to Red Sox baseball on WEEI.
Bottom 4, 8-1 Red Sox. Tanner Houck to Michael Massey, and a first pitch slider in there for strike 1. Massey at the plate. Drew Waters on deck. Who's on deck is brought to you by On Deck, America's largest online small business lender. Apply today and ondeck.com. Here's the 0-1. That's low. Slider. And it's 1-1. The only person who gets more recognized at the Negro League Museum than Bob Kendrick is Joe Castiglione.
We've been there a lot. And there's so many Red Sox fans.
I get such a kick out of that as Michael Massey takes a fastball outside 1-1. You know, it is, even as the Red Sox have lost 5 straight, this season not going exactly the way they wanted. It's such a reminder of how cool this deal is. The 2-1 pitch is ripped foul over the tarp down the right field line. It's 2-2.
And still traveling.
Yeah, and all the people who come up to you and talk about all the years they've been listening to you out on the beach and in cars, truck drivers, overnight shifts, and what it's meant to them. I think that puts things in their proper perspective. 2-2. Swinging a soft ground ball foul outside of first.
Very blessed to be able to do this for so long. We hope we bring some entertainment and joy to great fans, Red Sox Nation.
They ask you for your autograph on the sweet spot of baseballs, which you always kindly oblige. The 2-2 is swung on and fouled off. The problem is when they get home, they don't know who signed it.
Well, I should have gone to Catholic school. I would have had better penmanship.
I have a horrible signature, too. And with those rounded surfaces of the baseball, it's hard to sign.
Very difficult. Got to press down hard, pen. Very hard to do.
2 balls, 2 strikes. The pitch, swinging a cue shot, foul the other way. One thing I like that you do is every time you sign something, people, you do write, "Can you believe it?" I appreciate that.
A little extra effort, but they seem to enjoy it.
2 balls, 2 strikes. 8-1 Red Sox in the 4th. Houck throws, and a slider is strike 3 called on the outside corner. Ring him up. Massey didn't think so. That was absolutely a strike. Tanner's 3rd punch out. And with 1 down, here comes Drew Waters. 4th inning brought to you by Cards for Kids. Donate your car and help a child today. Schedule your free pickup at 877 Cards for Kids, cardsforkids.com. Watch the replay. Maybe a little low. Tanner back in the state of Missouri. Must feel great for him as Drew Waters takes a pitch low. Slider 1-0. Such a wonderful story, the way that Tanner's mother carted him all the way across the Midwest into St. Louis for baseball pitching lessons. The 1-0. Sliders swung on and missed. He's got that pitch working. And it's 1-1. He's born in Collinsville, Illinois, and Mom would load Tanner up in the minivan. Eventually, his little sister would join on. 1-1 pitch is fouled off on the third base side. And at that time, Tanner had to change his movie playlist. So these rides were so long that Mom would put films on for Tanner as he went back and forth, sometimes doing homework in the back of the minivan. And when little sis came along, there was a lot more Disney playing in the back of the minivan. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Houck throws, and a slider low, 2-2.
Of all those greats that we saw at the museum today, the statues, I think the guy I most would have liked to have seen play was Josh Gibson. 40-ounce bat, over 800 homers, tremendous power. Hit a ball out of Yankee Stadium, the only one ever to do it.
2-2. Here it is, low. I'm with you. You know, you hear all these great stories about Josh Gibson, and then to hear Bob tell it, 350 hitter in the exhibitions with major leaguers. He hit 420. He had a 70 home run season, 60, 65. Power and average, the 3-2. Swinging a chopper foul outside of first.
Tragically, he died from a brain tumor several months before Jackie broke the barrier. He passed away in January of 1947. Of course, Jackie came up 3 months later in April.
Satchel Paige, the oldest rookie in big league history, if you believe the birth certificate, 52 years old. Bob does not. The 3-2 is swung on and missed. He struck him out, did Houck. He's fanned 3 in a row for total strikeouts. With 2 down, that'll bring up Matt Beatty. I love it. Satchel's original headstone under which he was buried the first time is in the Negro League Museum. And just off to the area where the statue of Josh Gibson is in a crouch on that field of legends.
Satchel's buried here in Kansas City, his adopted hometown. He's from Mobile, Alabama.
Houck winds, he throws, and Beatty takes a strike on the outside corner. the date of birth on Satchel's headstone is a question mark.
Right. Bob thinks he's at least 10 years older. He said he was born in 1906.
0-1 is chopped foul on the first base side.
Bob thinks he was born in the mid-1890s.
Pinpoint control. He would not allegedly, I mean, this is well chronicled, he would put a chewing gum wrapper on the home plate area and just move it all around. And in his warm-ups, he just routinely fired it right over the wrapper. 0-2. Inside it hit him. That plunks Matt Beatty. So that stops the streak of strikeouts. He's been aboard twice, says Beatty.
I think the greatest feat to showing his command and control, he was playing for Miami in 1956. He was at least 50 years old, AAA team, playing in Rochester. There was a knothole in the outfield fence, and Whitey Herzog, then a rookie and a teammate, measured it to see if a ball would fit through that knothole. They give the player $100,000 if he hit a home run through the knothole, and nobody, of course, ever came close. Whitey got Satchel, bet him a big bottle of bourbon. Satchel called him Wild Child. He said, "All right, Wild Child, you're on." The first ball he threw from 60 feet 6 inches went into the knothole and spun back out. The second one went through.
Right through.
He said, "I'll take that bourbon, Mr. Wild Child."
Pitch to Nelson Velasquez. The slider swung on and missed. That is strike 1. Wild Child.
He loved his pitches, too, how he named his pitches. Midnight Special, Dipsy Doo, and the B-ball.
It be where I want it to be when I need it to be, as Houck messes with a slider way outside, all the way to the backstop, and up to second base goes Beatty. Bob told us something really cool, and that is that they put the Negro League teams in MLB The Show 2023. Bob is in the game. I mean, narrates parts of it. And he says he is blown away by the number of young kids that have now learned about these great stars because of that game.
And come to the museum as a result.
What a cool crossover of technology.
So perceptive to realize that's the way to get the kids.
1-1 pitch is on the ground, foul outside of third. 8-1 Red Sox, 2 down in the bottom of the fourth inning.
Bob Kedry does a wonderful job on the Sirius XM with the Black Diamonds, where he interviews and chronicles the career of great stars.
1 ball, 2 strikes to Nelson Velasquez.
They had a very successful run with the traveling show at Emerson College this summer.
Pitch is strike 3 called on the outside corner. Inning over. Tanner in the end strikes out all 3. 5 overall. Yeah, they bring the Negro League's Hall of Fame to people all over the country. Very savvy idea. We're going to push that and raise some money for the new building for a long time. 8-1 Red Sox after 4 on the Shaw's and Star Market Red Sox Radio Network.
Hello, everyone. This is your Delta Airlines flight attendant speaking. On behalf of your Delta crew, we're excited to announce we're growing our flight attendant team.
You can learn more about our world of opportunities at our flight attendant info session right here in Providence on September 14th and 15th. If you love to travel, meet new people, help others, and are seeking an office view of the world, a career at Delta may be right for you. To learn more, visit us at delta.com/flywithus. That's delta.com/flywithus. It's your time to climb with Delta.
When you drive the most dependable mass market brand, you can stop thinking about what you can't do and start doing what you never thought possible. Visit your local Kia dealer today to see yourself behind the wheel of the #1 most dependable mass market brand 3 years in a row by J.D. Power. Kia, movement that inspires.
Call 800-334-KIA for details. Always drive safely. Kia received the fewest reported problems among mass market brands in the J.D. Power 2021 to 2023 U.S. Vehicle Dependability Studies. 2023 study based on 2020 models. See jdpower.com/awards for 2023 details.
1-877 Cars for Kids. KARS Cars for Kids. 1-877 Cars for Kids. Donate your car today.
Donate today at carsforkids.org. Your car, running or not, can be picked up as soon as the next day. No title, no problem. Go to carsforkids.org today.
1-877 Cars for Kids. Donate your car today.
Now accepting donations of land, homes, buildings.
Why?
If you have T-Mobile 5G home internet, you might be hearing this
Why?
a lot.
Why?
Every time your internet slows down during the busiest hours.
Why?
Because your network gives priority to cell phone users.
Why?
Good question. Why not switch to Cox Internet with 2 times faster download speeds than T-Mobile 5G home internet during peak hours?
Okay.
Stop the whys and visit cox.com/5G home for details. T-Mobile prioritizes certain T-Mobile phone users over home internet users during times of congestion.
Hey, it's Justin Turner. This is the home of the Sox, WEEI.
Well, we see the third Kansas City pitcher of the night, right-hander Jackson Kowar, Kowar. Came up recently. Tall right-hander facing Reese McGuire, who grounded to second and walked. 8-1 Red Sox in the fifth, as Reese takes a wide ball 1, leading off in the Herb Chambers batting order. Sponsored by Herb Chambers, Jaguar Land Rover Boston, Jaguar Land Rover Sudbury. Here's the pitch home, and it's taken low. This right-hander has been in 14 games, no decisions, a 6.38 ERA, 17 earned runs in 18 and a third innings.
The Minnesota Twins have flipped that game on their head, which means the Red Sox do have a chance to make up a game. They're Twins 6, Rangers 4 in the bottom of the fourth.
Here's the pitch home, and it's swung on line to middle by the pitcher, but the shortstop is right there. Bobby Witt behind the back throws him out. Witt was almost on the left side there, just inches to the left of the bag where you have to be with the new rules, but he was able to range there. And McGuire's out 6-3.
Meanwhile, Yainer Diaz has hit a 2-run homer, and the Astros now lead the Yankees 4-3.
Severino was having another bad outing. Pitched well his last time out, but threw over 65 pitches in the first 2 innings alone. And Manuel Valdez takes it outside. He's flied to center, and he blooped a 2-run single to right center. Davidson went 1 1/3, 2 runs, 3 hits, a walk, and a K. Pitch is in there for a strike at the knees. They do not have many household names on their pitching staff. The delivery swung on a grounder, hit weakly up the first base line and foul. Very quiet here at the K, which opened in 1973. Now time granted the hitter. Kowar, born in North Carolina, lives in Gainesville, Florida now. Went to the University of Florida, where he was teammates with their right-hander Brady Singer, one of their better pitchers. Ground ball bounced to the right of second. The shortstop is there, and Bobby Witt throws him out. Valdez out. 6-3, 2 down for Verdugo. Red Sox have had base runners in every inning. Lead at 8-1. Alex tripled to right center. Might have been a single, perhaps a double, but the center fielder slipped going after it. Rolled to the warning track. Then he doubled to deep left center. In the second, took third on an error when Waters, the center fielder, bobbled the ball. Last time up, hit a fly ball to deep center. Kowar led the Southeast Conference with 12 wins as a sophomore in 2017. There's a call strike. He was a first-round pick of the Royals in 2018. Tried to draft a lot of college pitchers, but most of them have not panned out. That one's low and away. So Don Raffaetta not in the lineup today, nor is Abreu. The pitch taken low. 9th inning at Cleveland. Tampa Bay 5, Cleveland 4. Love to see Cleveland rally. Tito Francona perhaps get the postseason, but it's a long shot. They trail by 5 games. There's a line drive ripped into right, a base hit. Now Verdugo needs a home run for the cycle. Remember a Red Sox player hitting for the cycle here in the early 90s. Blowout game. I think they scored 20 or 22 runs. Third baseman Scott Cooper, who was a Missouri native. He hit for the cycle here. Now Raffy doubled high off the wall in right center to drive in a run, struck out, and then doubled again to deep right center, giving him 30 doubles on the year, 90 RBIs, sitting on 29 homers. Kowar delivers, and a ground ball bounce right to the first baseman and right through Salvi Perez down the line. Here goes the runner to third, and being held there. Oh, he had a notion to come home. It was Verdugo. It's an E3 all the way. It was right near the bag. Salvi Perez went down. It went right through the wickets. So that's an error all the way. 2-base error. Second and third, 2 down for Justin Turner, who's lined hard to right, single to center twice. He scored 2 and he's driven in 1. Here could make it 10-1. Pitch outside and low. They have young pitchers who are not ready for prime time. Will they ever be? 1-0 pitch, and there's a strike over the inside edge. The Guardians have the tying run on in the bottom of the 9th inning. The Rays trailing 5-4. Strike over the outer half. Home run by Siri gave Tampa Bay the lead in the 6th. Don't react, Siri. We've had that before. Here's the 1-2. Low and away. Two balls, two strikes, two out, two on, both in scoring position. Howard delivers, and that's in there. Strike three, says the home plate umpire Porter. Turner thought it was low. It appeared to be low, but he's hung up. After 4.5, 8-1 Boston, and the Shaws in Star Market, WEEI Red Sox Network.
Hello, everyone. This is your Delta Airlines flight attendant speaking. On behalf of your Delta crew, we're excited to announce we're growing our flight attendant team.
You can learn more about our world of opportunities at our flight attendant info session right here in Providence on September 14th and 15th. If you love to travel, meet new people, help others, and are seeking an office view of the world, a career at Delta may be right for you. To learn more, visit us at delta.com/flywithus. That's delta.com/flywithus. It's your time to climb with Delta.
When you drive the most dependable mass market brand, you can stop thinking about what you can't do and start doing what you never thought possible. Visit your local Kia dealer today to see yourself behind the wheel of the #1 most dependable mass market brand 3 years in a row by J.D. Power. Kia, movement that inspires.
Call 800-334-KIA for details. Always drive safely. Kia received the fewest reported problems among mass market brands in the J.D. Power 2021 to 2023 U.S. Vehicle Dependability Studies. 2023 study based on 2020 models. See jdpower.com/awards for 2023 details.
Hey, it's Greg. Are the high temperatures forcing your air conditioning into overdrive, leading to sky-high energy bills? Reach out to my friends at Window Nation. Protect and increase the value of your home today with new windows. Call 866-90NATION or go online at windownation.com. They're ready to help.
Want to listen to WEEI on the go? Just download the Odyssey app. Now, back to Red Sox baseball on WEEI.
Tanner Houck seeking his first win since April 20th as an 8-1 lead, lost to the fifth inning. And the first pitch is up and in, knocking Garcia off the plate. Michael Garcia leading off in the Herb Chambers batting order. Bobby Witt to follow. Houck is allowed 4 hits, 1 run. He's not walked the batter, he's hit 2, and he's fanned 5. Garcia struck out and had a hit taken away, and a good play by Houck. Foul to the backstop. This young man, they feel, will be a regular for a long time. A very good arm and an outstanding defender. Good speed. Foul tipped into the mid. And a slider away. Chris Sale goes tomorrow. Royals have not announced the starter. Check swing. Did he go? No, says the first base umpire. That was very close. They're located at the junctions of the outer belt, I-435 and Interstate 70, which goes to the east of St. Louis. It's right behind the center field fence here. Headquarters of the Fellowship of Christian Athletes behind the left field fence. Their Hall of Fame is located in left field here. Very nice Hall of Fame. Now, the home plate umpire got something in his eye, and the Kansas City Royals trainer is out there to try to assist. Yeah, Alan Porter got something in his eye. Our code word of the game is Kenley Jansen 74. Kenley Jansen 74, and your code word of the member portal.
We've not seen nearly enough of him lately.
No, he's got 20 straight saves, but no opportunities as they continue to work on Alan Porter. Today through Monday, Labor Day at Shaw's and Star Market, get value-packed beef T-bone New York strip steak or lamb loin chops for just $6.97 a pound, and bags of jumbo raw shrimp for only $5.97 a pound when you use the digital coupon. Shaw's and Star Market, perfecting the art of fresh. .63 pitches for Tanner Houck to this point. Long at bat for Garcia, the 2-2. Slider away, just outside. 8 runs, 11 hits for the Red Sox, who've left 7. They're run 4 hits and 2 errors for the Royals. They've left 5. There's a swing and a bullet hit to left field, hooking away from Yoshida, grabs at the edge of the track. Garcia's on his way to second. The throw very weak, and it's a 2-bagger. Hit it very hard toward the line. So Miguel Garcia opens the 5th with a rocket to left. Third double of the night. Here's Bobby Witt now. Rounded out 5-3 and had a hit taken away, and a very good play by Trevor Story at shortstop. CCL wants to remind you, if there's a broken bat, there's probably a better choice for lumber. Find the lumber for your next project at ccl.com. Here it is. Strike on a fastball. Scoreboard encouraging fans to make noise. Pitch home. Swinging strike, hit a slider away. 8-1 Red Sox. They got 3 in the first, 3 in the third, and 2 more in the fourth. The 0-2 deal. Bobby Witt takes inside. He has really blossomed into a star. I think the Royals will lock him up long term. Tanner Houck with a 1-2 pitch coming, and now the hitter granted time. Tough loss for BC today, 27-24 in overtime to Northern Illinois after they wiped out a 14-point fourth quarter deficit. Pitch home, swinging a high pop fly, shallow right field. First baseman, second baseman, and right fielder converge, and Casas takes charge and makes the catch. Valdez went down to one knee to avoid a collision.
I would too.
It's a lot bigger. So there's the first out, and it brings up MJ Melendez, the Red Sox nemesis, who has singled to right and double to left.
Alex Cora was paying close attention to that BC football game earlier today. He's got obvious rooting interest there.
His daughter at BC. UMass lost 59-14 to Auburn. Guess it was a good payday. Call strike. That's why you play games like that. As Colgate found out against Syracuse, losing 65-0. Melendez, a left-hand batter, came up as a catcher, mostly playing the outfield now. That's inside. He did not go on a check swing. One ball, one strike, one out. Runner at second in the last half of the fifth inning. On a warm night, 93 at game time. Pitch home, and he dribbles a foul toward the backstop. Mariners leading the Mets 6-3 in the fifth inning. That's won last night, 2-1.
Guardians have tied the Tampa Bay Rays at 5. It just went up.
Here's the pitch, and he has to jump over it, down and in.
Stephen Kwan, a 2-out ninth inning single to tie Tampa.
Guardians picked up those 3 players from the Angels. Maybe they can catch fire and catch the Twins.
I heard a very funny nickname for that team.
The pitch home is swung on and fouled off the catcher.
People are now calling them the Guardian Angels.
Yeah, good.
I still think that's a ridiculous rule. If you claim one player, you should go to the back of the line. You can't take them all.
But based on standings, bottom to top. They go to the 10th inning now, Rays 5, Guardians 5. Here's a 2-2 coming to MJ Melendez. And he takes up and away. Salvi Perez on deck.
That was pitch number 75, brought to you by the Dana-Farber Cancer Institute. We celebrate the 75th anniversary of the Jimmy Fund.
Celebrating with $4 million in our Jimmy Fund Radio Telethon this week. The pitch way outside. He takes a walk. Pitch count mounting for Houck. Alex said maybe 90 to 95 pitches at this point. We'll get a visit from Dave Bush. His first walk, he's hit a couple. Salvi Perez coming up. He's flied to center, and he has popped to third.
This is one of those moments where, you know, Tanner's coming back from injury, and so he's not totally stretched out. But even when he was healthy and stretched out, this kind of was the pattern. First time through the order, basically unhittable. Second time, still very good. And then the third time, almost without exception, turned a little bit for him, which makes you wonder what his true best role is for the Red Sox in the future.
Yeah, the Red Sox have had this big lead for so long, but can't relax. Now you conclude the 5th inning, yet a long way to go. Two on for Salvi, who's did a pop fly to center and a pop up to third. He had the 2 home runs last night. Houck delivers, swinging a grounder hard and foul by the third base coaching box. Vance Wilson is stationed. No action yet in the Red Sox pen. Red Sox all-time 103 wins, 121 losses here at the K. Used to call it the House of Horrors because they found different ways to lose games, especially when the Royals had all that speed and great pitching. Here's the pitch. Swinging a pop-up, shallow center field. Second baseman out, center fielder on. Valdez calling, and he makes the catch. They do call the infield fly, even though he was out there about 40 feet. So that's the second out, and it brings up Freddie Fermin, the catcher, who's flied to center and struck out.
Is the Sodfather still here? Is he active?
No. George Thomas here. He's a Hall of Famer. We didn't see him this spring. He was working on Hammond Stadium for the last several springs with the Twins.
I think they miss him. How many times have we seen guys just almost breaking legs out in the outfield?
What a great storyteller George Thomas. He's 93 now. Still working. He did every Super Bowl, I think, till this past year. Pitches inside. He used to tell stories about how he would help the Kansas City A's and the Royals later spy on opposing teams from the scoreboard at the old Municipal Stadium. There's a 1-0 pitch coming to Fermin. And a slider. He is in there for a strike.
That's a little bit of a sensitive subject.
A lot of that going on in those days. Giants were guilty of that. Polo grounds. Here's the pitch home, and a fastball grounded hard and up. Nice stab by Story up against the first for the out. Hit so hard it ended up spinning down to one knee to get it, and he flipped to the second baseman Valdez for the force that ends the inning. After 5, 8-1 Boston and the Shaws in Star Market, WEEI Red Sox Network.
Hello, everyone. This is your Delta Airlines flight attendant speaking. On behalf of your Delta crew, we're excited to announce we're growing our flight attendant team.
You can learn more about our world of opportunities at our flight attendant info session right here in Providence on September 14th and 15th. If you love to travel, meet new people, help others, and are seeking an office view of the world, a career at Delta may be right for you. To learn more, visit us at delta.com/flywithus. That's delta.com/flywithus. It's your time to climb with Delta.
When you drive the most dependable mass market brand, you can stop thinking about what you can't do and start doing what you never thought possible. Visit your local Kia dealer today to see yourself behind the wheel of the #1 most dependable mass market brand 3 years in a row by J.D. Power. Kia, movement that inspires.
Call 800-334-KIA for details. Always drive safely. Kia received the fewest reported problems among mass market brands in the J.D. Power 2021 to 2023 U.S. Vehicle Dependability Studies. 2023 study based on 2020 models. See jdpower.com/awards for 2023 details.
When the Boston Americans played their first game in 1901, Mass Mutual was there. When they became the Red Sox in 1908, we were there. We were there for the heartbreaking losses, the improbable comebacks, the once-in-a-lifetime triumphs, and the storybook finishes. Just like you, we keep coming back. And this year, we've made it official with a partnership that puts us in the front row. Because being there, no matter what, is what we do. Mass Mutual, official partner of the Red Sox.
Why?
If you have T-Mobile 5G home internet, you might be hearing this a lot.
Why?
Every time your internet slows down during the busiest hours.
Why?
Because your network gives priority to cell phone users.
Why?
Good question. Why not switch to Cox Internet with 2 times faster download speeds than T-Mobile 5G home internet during peak hours?
Okay.
Stop the whys and visit cox.com/5G home for details. T-Mobile prioritizes certain T-Mobile phone users over home internet users during times of congestion.
Hey, this is Tristan Casas. This is the home of the Sox, WEEI.
Cheeseburger in Paradise, playing here at Kauffman Stadium in Kansas City as Tristan Casas leads it off for the Red Sox. Casas, Duvall, and Yoshida in the Herb Chambers batting order as the Red Sox lead 8-1. Brought to you by Herb Chambers, Bentley, Lamborghini, Rolls-Royce, Maserati, and Alfa Romeo of Boston. Sad, sad news this morning. Jimmy Buffett passed away this morning as Casas takes a fastball outside from Kowar. Outside, it's 1-0. Actually, I guess it was yesterday, surrounded by family and friends and his beloved dogs. Jimmy down in Florida. He'd had some complications in recent years. The 1-0 is inside, but a cult hero Jimmy was. Created a real following, lifestyle. Parrot heads followed him all over the country and the world. One delightful show after another. 2-0 to Casas, the pitch. Swing and a miss. He's one of those rare musicians, I think, who created almost in some ways his own genre. And the people who followed him, and every time you heard his music's the most famous song of which, of course, is Margaritaville, it did kind of transport you away into another place.
Been in the shop he had down there at Key West. There was a big sign, if you drop it and break it, you're sentenced to listen to 3 hours of Barry Manilow.
2-1 pitch is outside, 3-1 to Casas. Buffett also became an extraordinarily successful businessman. The Margaritaville franchise, restaurants and cocktail mixers, paraphernalia, hugely successful tours. The 3-1 is looped into left field, and that is a base hit for Tristan Casas. He's having a big series here. He is aboard for the 3rd time, Casas. A homer, a walk, and a single today. He stays hot. And Casas is really having an extraordinary second half. Here comes Adam Duvall. We were in Key West last weekend as a Pirate that I know looked at 40. She'll kill me for saying that.
Time to celebrate.
But it oozes Jimmy Buffett down there. The pitch to Adam Duvall is outside, ball 1. I mean, he either had these like happy-go-lucky ballads like Margaritaville or Cheeseburger in Paradise, or sort of like sorrowful, wistful hymns, like a pirate looks at 40. 1-0 is swung on and missed, and it's 1-1. But Jimmy will be missed. He's one of those guys, at least in my lifetime, who sort of seemed immortal. Just kept on touring into his 70s, packing amphitheaters and stadiums all across the country. 1-1 to Adam Duvall, 8-1 Red Sox. Here's the pitch, and that is outside. My brother-in-law, Tristan Maldonado, actually, one of his early jobs in his life was working as a brand manager for Jimmy Buffett. He worked himself up to a very high position in that organization, and he raves about the person and the boss that Buffett was. Perfectionist, but totally genuine and sincere. The 2-1 pitch is outside, and his wife, Katie, my wife's sister, she, like my bride, and Tristan went to the University of Texas. And this tells you a little something about Jimmy. When Tristan was working for Buffett, he knew that Tristan's future wife was going to come to a show for the first time. He was going to bring her backstage to meet Jimmy Buffett, who at this point is one of the most successful touring artists of a generation. The 3-1 is outside, ball 4 to Adam Duvall, and the first two are aboard here in the 6th inning for the Red Sox, already leading by 7. It'll bring up Masataka Yoshida. And Buffett, as my sister-in-law walks in, is wearing burnt orange.
For Texas.
I mean, that just tells you that he really took care of his people.
Great performer.
He was. Fins to the left, fins to the right. And I would think that today, across the United States of America, more margaritas have been consumed than in a long time, as Yoshida fouls one off on the third base side. In fact, at the Hotel Rafael after the ball game today, if they can make one, I'm having one. There is no better tribute, I don't think.
You can find your lost shaker of salt.
Some people claim. I would never that there's a woman to blame as Yoshida takes a fastball outside. I would definitely say it's my own damn fault, that's for sure. 1-1 to Massa, 8-1 Red Sox in the top of the 6th. 2-1, none out. The pitch is a ground ball up the middle, should be 2. Witt will take it to the bag himself, throw to first, and it is in time to get Yoshida. Witt is really fun to watch play shortstop. Cannon for an arm.
And not far away from Margaritaville there in the Jimmy Buffett store in Key West, the Harry Truman Winter White House. That's still open to the public. Think of that because we went to the Harry Museum here today in Kansas City, his hometown. Independence, Missouri, actually.
We walked by that and the Hemingway House as well. I was trying to get in and get them to put Jeffrey Lyon's book on the shelves, but every time I went in, they were closed. Over the weekend, a Story, not the high season down there, takes strike 1 on the inside corner. You know this, Joe, that somehow music has a way of searing itself on your brain in a way that almost nothing else does. Like you remember where you were, times you heard songs for the first time. As Casas leading at first, 0-1 pitch to Trevor is looped into the gap in right center field. Back into his left is Waters. He will not get it. It's going to one-hop off the track in the wall. Coming home to score is Casas. It's an RBI double for Trevor Story, and it is 9-1 Red Sox.
That was really smoked.
That ought to change his attitude and maybe even change his latitude. Red Sox with an 8-run lead. But I remember being 9 years old, walking around a pond at a summer camp in North Carolina, going fishing with my favorite counselor at the time, and he legitimately, his flip-flop just blew out. Thing totally exploded on him, and he started singing Margaritaville. He said, I blew out a flip-flop, stepped on a pop-top. Here's Reese McGuire, strike on the outside corner. I had no idea what he was talking about, but I'll never forget that memory for some reason.
Well, the song's older than you are. Came out in 77, I believe.
But there's booze in the blender, and soon it'll render a frozen concoction. Here's a pitch to McGuire that misses high and outside, 2-1. That helps me hang on. I mean, again, you just transport, just the lyrics themselves take you to a different place. R.I.P. Jimmy Buffett. The pitch to McGuire is swung on and missed, a fastball, and it's 1-2. I don't think our country has seen anything quite like it since the Grateful Dead. That huge touring mass of fans. 1-2. Pitch is fouled off the end of the bat. Time is called. Reese is saying that was a foul ball. Alan Porter is agreeing that catcher Fermin couldn't hang on. The Red Sox, for some reason, are trying to look in their dugout for the video room. Porter put his hands up as if to say it was a dead ball because it was foul. He's now looking to the Red Sox. They will not look, so I guess Alan's still saying foul ball. So Fermin thought he was going to the dugout here. Matt Quatrero's coming out.
Story's got to go back to third, back to second.
Yeah, Matt Quatrero's saying, well, what was that all about? He said, Alan Porter's saying, I mean, I've got to give them the chance to look in their video room. The Red Sox didn't want to look, which means They probably thought it wasn't a foul ball, but again, the ruling initially was that it was a foul, which is not a challengeable play. Contreras frustrated with the score in that situation. Alan Porter says that's enough. And the Royal manager is back into the dugout. So 1-2 to McGuire. He thought so right away, Reese did. Fermin disagreed. Story will indeed head back to second. 9-1 Red Sox in the top of the ninth inning. Rather, the top of the sixth inning. I do not think he fouled that ball, by the way. Good sales job by Reese. 1-2. Pitch. Swing and a miss. He struck him out. Well, it's 5 o'clock somewhere. And we celebrate Jimmy Buffett here tonight. 9-1. Red Sox having a good old time. Reason to celebrate on the scoreboard. Bottom six next on the Shaw's and Star Market Red Sox Radio Network.
Hello, everyone. This is your Delta Airlines flight attendant speaking. On behalf of your Delta crew, we're excited to announce we're growing our flight attendant team.
You can learn more about our world of opportunities at our flight attendant info session right here in Providence on September 14th and 15th. If you love to travel, meet new people, help others, and are seeking an office view of the world, a career at Delta may be right for you. To learn more, visit us at delta.com/flywithus. That's delta.com/flywithus. It's your time to climb with Delta.
When you drive the most dependable mass market brand, you can stop thinking about what you can't do and start doing what you never thought possible. Visit your local Kia dealer today to see yourself behind the wheel of the #1 most dependable mass market brand 3 years in a row by J.D. Power. Kia, movement that inspires.
Call 800-334-KIA for details. Always drive safely. Kia received the fewest reported problems among mass market brands in the J.D. Power 2021 to 2023 U.S. Vehicle Dependability Studies. 2023 study based on 2020 models. See jdpower.com/awards for 2023 details.
Every business deserves a great deal. That's why, for a limited time, we're launching the Mobile Made Free event. With Comcast Business Internet, new and existing customers can get 1 year of unlimited mobile for free. Yep, you heard that right. An entire year, free. It's our best internet, powered by the next generation 10G network and with 99.9% reliability, plus 1 line of free mobile for a year. The Mobile Made Free event is happening now.
Get started with fast speeds and advanced security for $49 a month for 12 months with no annual contract. Plus, ask how to get up to a $500 prepaid card with a qualifying bundle. Call or go online to learn more. Offer ends 9/21/2023. Restrictions apply. Requires paperless billing and automatic payments. New 50 megabits per second internet and Security Edge customers only. Equipment, taxes, and other fees extra. After promo, regular rates apply. Mobile offer requires 100 megabits per second internet and new unlimited intramobile service.
The Greg Hill Show, weekdays, 5:30 to 10.
Now back to the Shaw's and Star Market WEEI Red Sox Radio Network.
Michael Massey to lead it off for the Royals in their Herb Chambers batting order. Bottom of the sixth. Pink lights and the exploding fountains in the outfield here at Kauffman Stadium. One of the signature notes of any ballpark anywhere across this great sport, as Massey facing Houck, who's now on the mound for his 6th inning. That's a revelation for the Red Sox. His 83rd pitch is strike one on the outside corner. Bullpen still quiet. The Red Sox, over the last 4 innings combined, their starting pitchers did for 14 1/3 innings and 18 runs. Much better today and much needed, as Houck misses outside with a splitter. He's not thrown a lot of those tonight. He hadn't had to. It's 1-1. Subaru of New England scoreboard. Fun one in Dallas tonight. Twins lead the Rangers 6-5 in the 7th. 1-1, fouled back. So much to love. You don't want to miss out. The Subaru of New England A Lot to Love event. For complete details to find your authorized Subaru retailer, visit SubaruofNewEngland.com. Yankees back and forth they go with the Astros. Now 5-4 New York. Yannier Diaz had put the Stros ahead. 1-2 is high from Houck. Cut fastball, and it's 2-2. The Yankees went ahead on an Everson Pereira base hit. Another one of their top prospects just called up. 2-2 is looped into shallow center field, and that's going to fall in for a hit. That looks like Cedon Rafaela to me. It is. So that means Adam Duvall is out of the game. You get a chance to watch Rafaela play the outfield here. Looking all the way around, that is the only change. And in fact, Duvall is over in left. So they'll get Yoshida out of ball game. Duvall shifts over to left field. So base hit, and here's Drew Waters. Pretty soon the Red Sox will get someone up in the bullpen. Here comes the 88th pitch, a slider that misses outside for ball one. Rafaela, two big old silver chains. Not as much yellow on today for Cedon. 1-0 the pitch. Swing and a miss. That was a devastating sinker. I've still got it going. And it's 1-1. This copyrighted broadcast to the Red Sox may not be reproduced or retransmitted in any form. Accounts and descriptions of this game may not be disseminated without the express written consent of EEI and the Boston Red Sox. Left-handed hitter Drew Waters. That misses outside from Houck. Slider not close. He's starting to show some signs of fatigue. That was his 90th pitch. A little extra rope with a 9-1 lead.
Kansas City is number 40, Colin Snyder.
2-1. Double play def sort of shifted for the Red Sox. Here's a slider loop the other way. Trouble if fair, but slices foul, and the ball boy gets eaten alive. He was right there with a glove on to make the play and just whiffed it. 2-2. It's hard to say how great Trevor Story has been defensively. I mean, really. It's only been a couple weeks, but he's a marvel out there at shortstop.
Quick and throw on the move. Jump shots across his body is just remarkable.
2 balls, 2 strikes. Right on left. Nobody out in the 6th. The pitch. Swing and a miss. No, a foul tip. On a splitter. Waters just got a piece of that. And it remains 2-2. Anthony Volpe hit his 20th home run last night. He stole his 22nd base tonight for the Yankees. As Josh Winkowski gets up to throw. Blue Jays lead the Rockies 5-2. Here's a base hit that's going to beat the shift the other way off the bat of Waters. This little dribbler the other way. Raffy was playing where the shortstop normally does. Ground ball with eyes. So now the Royals have 2-1 with nobody out for Matt Beatty. And here comes Dave Bush, mostly to buy Winkowski a little time in the bullpen. Blue Jays in front of the Rockies 5-2. Kevin Kiermaier's hit a home run. Espinal's had a big day. Kikuchi pitching well for the Blue Jays. They're 74-61 are the Jays. They are 1.5 back of the third wild card. The Rangers hold that, although again, Texas, who's lost 7 of 10 and has had an awful 3-week stretch, they're losing tonight again to the Minnesota Twins. We take 10 seconds for station ID on the Shaw's and Star Market Red Sox Radio Network.
From the WEEI studios, 93.7 WEEI FM and HD1, Lawrence, Boston. Always live on the free Odyssey app.
2 on, none out, 9-1. Red Sox lead the Royals. Matt Beatty is the hitter. Can I tell you how happy I am that never in the history of Fenway Park has the video board implored the fans to get loud?
Let's keep it that way.
Here's the pitch to Beatty, and it swung on and missed a slider for strike one.
It was really appalling when they did that at Yankee Stadium last week.
Unnecessary.
You need that. A traditional park like that, those fans know what they're doing.
0-1 to Beatty. Throw to second. Very close. They almost got him. That was a really good pickoff move. I got a question for you, Joe. What do you think these things are on sticks right in front of us? Are they like marshmallow, strawberry, chocolate dessert treats? They look pretty awesome, like right down the lower bowl. A Red Sox fan wearing a Bogarts t-shirt just got one.
Refreshing.
I might have to get him the high sign. Throw one up here to the booth. Paper airplane some cash down. The 0-1 misses with a slider, and it's 1-1. He's got a not foam core board, but a plastic board that you stick those skewers in. They're like kebabs, but they look like they're dessert, and they look good. 1-1. Nobody out. 2 on. Here's the pitch. That hit him. I think that'll probably do it for Tanner Houck. He just totally yanked a splitter. Fans booing, bases loaded, nobody out, and here comes Alex Cora. And as if there were even an ounce of intent there. Bases loaded, Winkowski is going to come on into a bit of a bind. He'll face Nelson Velasquez with 3 on, and still nobody out. With so much to love, you don't want to miss the Subaru New England A Lot to Love event. For complete details and to find your authorized Subaru retailer, visit SubaruofNewEngland.com. We've not seen a whole lot of Josh Winkowski of late. Third most innings out of the bullpen in the American League. We'll see him here in a bases-loaded jam. Nobody out in the 6th, 9-1 Red Sox. And the Shaw's and Star Market, WEEI, Red Sox Radio Network.
America, it's time to gear up and get out there in a new Ford vehicle. And it all starts at your local Ford dealer during the Discover Summer Sales Event. Choose from a great selection of Ford trucks and SUVs equipped with the tech and comfort you need to discover your best summer ever. With a large inventory in stock, now is the best time to trade in, trade up, and discover summer with Ford. This is your time to discover summer at your local Ford dealer.
New England, it's time to get out there in a built Ford tough truck, and it starts at your New England Ford dealer's Discover Summer Sales Event. From the detail-oriented F-150 to the all-new Super Duty, there's no surprise why F-Series, America's best-selling trucks 46 years straight, are the best way to make this summer one for the books. With your New England Ford dealer stocked with fresh inventory, now's the best time to discover summer in a Ford. Claim based on 1977 to 2022 CY total sales.
Josh Winkowski with the bases loaded. And still nobody out. Red Sox comfortably ahead 9-1 here in the bottom of the 6th. But this is an important moment for Winkowski, who pitched a whole lot on the road trip from New York to Houston, then had to be kind of leaned away from in the homestand with the Dodgers and the Astros in that series. Pitched 2 times, including in the finale against the Astros, which he gave up run on 2 hits over 2 innings. Winkowski this season has inherited 19 runners and stranded 13 of them. He inherits 3, and the noise meter is up once again on the video board at Kauffman Stadium. Velasquez, who's doubled and struck out, now with the bases loaded. Of course, this is Winkowski's second team, really. He never really pitched for them. He briefly was with them coming over from the Mets. As Velasquez lines one over the head of Story into left field. That's a base hit. Coming home to score is Massey. They will hold. Drew Waters over at third. 1 pitch and a run in for the Royals. And it's now 9-2. You know, in an 8-run game, you're not going to take any risks. But I do think the Royals' third base coach, Vance Wilson, is more likely to hold runners on balls to left field because now it's Duvall instead of Yoshida out there. All of a sudden, a little bit of drama here with the leadoff hitter Michael Garcia, right-handed hitter who ripped a double his last time, and he takes a cutter high and in, ball 1. Winkowski has thrown 71 innings with 3.04 ERA. Bases loaded, still no out. Fastball popped out on the first base side. The very dangerous Bobby Witt Jr. is out on deck. Then Red Sox killer Melendez, and then Salvi Perez. Tanner Houck chased after 5 innings, facing 3 hitters in this 6th. 1-1 the pitch. Swinging a line drive into right field. That's a base hit. Coming home to score, Waters. Beatty to third. He'll hold there. They move up everywhere. 2 runs in, still loaded up. The lead is 6. And here comes the kid, Bobby Witt Jr. A game that has felt so comfortable all night long, all of a sudden, a little bit more tense. Both those runs go to Houck. He's responsible for Beatty at third. Winkowski on the hook for Velasquez at second and Garcia at first. Still bases loaded, nobody out. 5 men have come up, none retired. Witt is 0 for 3 tonight. Launched a towering homer last night. Pitch. Swinging a pop-up on the infield. Infield fly will be called. Right over top of the mound. Casas comes in front of the mound. He makes the play. That is a little over-anxious and a big first out for Winkowski. Maybe a case of the young man trying to do it all himself on one swing. So now with one out, here's MJ Melendez. It's just destroyed the Red Sox last couple of years. Loaded up with one down. 9-3 the score, the pitch. Inside with a cutter, that's ball one. Melendez, this is his 12th career game against the Red Sox. He's 2 for 2 tonight with a walk. So he's now 19 for 44 with 10 extra base hits. Amazing. 1-0. That's inside. Down and in.
He's got a usual stance. He doesn't seem to be in sync with his top half and his lower half. Rick Sutter was telling us about that.
He's crouched. He's really bent at the legs, hips open, and his chest faces almost the third base bag. 2-0. Hands held in front of his chest. Big pitch coming for Winkowski. Here it is. And it's high. Slider. So 3-0. I mean, if Melendez launches one, you got a 2-run game. But probably most troubling of all, Salvador Perez is out on deck. 9-3. Winkowski's ready. He throws. And that's a strike. Needed it. Fastball on the outside corner. And it's 3-1.
Beatty's been hit 3 times tonight. 3 plate appearances, 3 times hit by pitch.
Winkowski misses down and in. They appeal. No swing. It's a bases-loaded walk. It's 9-4. And here comes Salvador Perez in a spot where a homer would make it a 1-run game. Amazing. Close the book on Houck. 4 runs on his ledger. Tanner was so good, but clearly hit a wall in the 6th inning. 7 hits against him with 4 runs. Tanner walked 2. Rather, only 1 walk with 5 strikeouts.
Hit 3 batters, all the same guy. 80.
So now here we go. Out of absolutely nowhere, a dramatic moment. Bases loaded. Salvi Perez hit 2 homers last night. A long one here would make this remarkably a 1-run game. Winkowski comes to the set position at the belt. He throws, and Perez takes a strike right on the inside corner. Cut fastball. And it's 0-1. The pitch. High fly foul. Now to play down the right field line. Perez hit his 20th and 21st home runs last night. 7th time in his career he's hit 20 home runs. Behind only George Brett, who had 8 of those years. Bases loaded, 1 down in the 6th. 0-2 the pitch. Swinging a chopper foul outside of third. Remains 0-2. Salvador Perez is a remarkable player. 2 nights in a row he's played first base because he's had a back and neck issue. But he's dying to catch every game that he can. He has crushed the Red Sox in his career. 0-2 the pitch. Swinging a high fly behind first base toward the line. Shallow right field. In comes Verdugo, and he's there to make the play. Runners have to hold. That's a big second out for Winkowski. Job nicely done. And with 2 down, here comes the 9th Royals hitter of the inning, Freddie Fermin. Perez, in 52 games against the Red Sox, has hit 15 home runs. But they got him there. So now an out away from stemming the tide. Aces loaded, 2 down in the bottom of the 6th. Fermin is 0 for 3. Winkowski throws, and he takes a slider, does Fermin. Ball 1 outside. That swing is definitely checked up, and it's 1-0.
Tampa Bay 6, Cleveland 5, bottom of the 11th, with runners at first and third for the Guards.
They're trying desperately to stay in the race with the Minnesota Twins, who lead the Rangers 6-5 in the 7th. 1-0. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. That was the best cutter that Wink has thrown tonight.
Yep. Guardians have tied it.
How many outs did you say in the inning?
There's 1 out and the winning runs at third.
All right. We will be in Tampa tomorrow night. 1-1. Winkowski's ready. He throws, and a ground ball foul outside of third behind Velasquez, the runner there. So now, 1 strike away from getting into the dugout with a 5-run lead. Royals at every base, 2 down in the 6th, 3 runs in, 1-2 the pitch. That is just outside. Fastball. Wink wanted it, but it was a ball. 97 off the plate away, and it's 2-2. Sox will have Valdez, Verdugo, and Devers in the top of the 7th. 2-2. Here's the pitch. Swinging a line drive in a right field, but right at Verdugo. Shades on his hat, reaches up, makes the play, inning over. Royals do get 3, but Sox will take it. They go to the 7th. 9-4, they lead on the Shaws and Star Market Red Sox Radio Network.
Hello, everyone. This is your Delta Airlines flight attendant speaking. On behalf of your Delta crew, we're excited to announce we're growing our flight attendant team.
You can learn more about our world of opportunities at our flight attendant info session right here in Providence on September 14th and 15th. If you love to travel, meet new people, help others, and are seeking an office view of the world, a career at Delta may be right for you. To learn more, visit us at delta.com/flywithus. That's delta.com/flywithus. It's your time to climb with Delta.
When you drive the most dependable mass market brand, you can stop thinking about what you can't do and start doing what you never thought possible. Visit your local Kia dealer today to see yourself behind the wheel of the #1 most dependable mass market brand 3 years in a row by J.D. Power. Kia, movement that inspires.
Call 800-334-KIA for details. Always drive safely. Kia received the fewest reported problems among mass market brands in the J.D. Power 2021 to 2023 U.S. Vehicle Dependability Studies. 2023 study based on 2020 models. See jdpower.com/awards for 2023 details.
Hi, it's Joe. Today through Monday at Shaws and Star Market, it's a 4-day surf and turf sale. Get value-packed beef, T-bone, New York strip steak, or lamb loin chops for just $6.97 a pound, and bags of jumbo raw shrimp, only $5.97 a pound when you use the digital coupon Limit 2. When you shop with the Shaws app, you get amazing deals and earn points on every purchase. Short on time? Order ahead for free curbside pickup or get delivery. Surf and Turf sale ends Monday. Shaws and Star Market, perfecting the art of fresh.
Gresh and Fourier, weekdays 10 to 2.
Now back to the Shaws and Star Market WEEI Red Sox Radio Network.
Colin Snyder is on for the Royals. He's their 4th pitcher. We go into the 7th inning. Red Sox leading a 9-4. Pretty good job there by Josh Winkowski. Gave a couple of hits, but then settled in. Red Sox already with activity going in their bullpen. And right-hander is throwing. It's not Chris Martin. It is difficult for me to tell who that is behind one of the pylons out in the Red Sox bullpen. It may be Nick Pivetta, actually, and Manuel Valdez takes a pitch low for ball 1 from Colin Snyder, Collin. 9-4 is the score. Tons of hits and base runners. The Royals have left 10 on base. Valdez, big 2-run hit his last time, takes a ball inside, and it's 2-0. Valdez, Verdugo, and Devers in the Herb Chambers batting order. Brought to you in this frame by Herb Chambers Chevrolet of Danvers. Here's the pitch to Valdez. Strike on the outside corner. It's 2-1. Boy, do the Red Sox need to hold on and win this game. Losers of 5 straight. Offense has shown up tonight. 2-1. That's high. With a fastball, and it's 3-1. More of that. Red Sox have had a lot of really quality at-bats. So just if you're keeping track at home, Rafaela is in the 6th spot in the order where Yoshida batted. 3-1. Valdez bloops another one into shallow center field, and that one is going to be caught on the run by the center fielder Drew Waters. So 1 down for Verdugo. Interesting that it's Nick Pivetta in the bullpen for the Red Sox. Ordinarily, that would mean that Nick may try to take this thing across the finish line. But we'll see. I mean, it's been a while for Martin and Kenley. Maybe this would be one of those one-inning stints for Pivetta, try to keep him available for multiple times. Here is Verdugo chopping one on the right side. The second baseman, Massey, as he throws, and on one pitch, Verdugo is out number 2. And here comes Rafi. This is one of those moments where you have a sneaking suspicion with a somewhat vulnerable right-handed pitcher on the mound. Rafi, who's looked very comfortable on the mound, could create a round number right here. 2 down, bases empty. Here's the pitch. Rafi takes a fastball for a strike on the outside corner. 97. That was a really good pitch. Devers has doubled to right twice. One of them drove in a run. That was back in a 3-run first. 9-4 Red Sox, the 0-1. Rafi rips one on the ground to the right side. It's backhanded by the second baseman, Massey. He plants. He throws to first in time. Another hard hit ball by Rafi, but the Red Sox go down in order in the 7th. Stretch time. Kauffman Stadium, 9-4. Pivetta coming on for the Sox in the Shaws and Star Market Red Sox Radio Network.
Why?
Why? If you have T-Mobile 5G home internet, you might be hearing this
Why?
a lot.
Why?
Every time your internet slows down during the busiest hours.
Why?
Why?
Because your network gives priority to cell phone users.
Why?
Good question. Why not switch to Cox Internet with 2 times faster download speeds than T-Mobile 5G home internet during peak hours?
Okay.
Stop the whys and visit cox.com/5G home for details. T-Mobile prioritizes certain T-Mobile phone users over home internet users during times of congestion.
Before Shopify, were you wondering, where are my sales at? Now you're selling with Shopify, the global commerce platform supercharging your selling. You have no problem selling online, in person, on social media, and beyond. Gary, easy on the cha-ching.
Oh, sorry, but my Shopify sales are through the roof.
Start selling with Shopify today and discover how millions of businesses around the world use Shopify to ignite their selling. Start your free trial today at shopify.com/Odyssey free. Shopify.com/Odyssey free.
Some companies are big, others are small. To Robert Half, their hiring needs are equally huge. At Robert Half, our specialized recruiting professionals elevate their expertise with proprietary AI tools to transform candidate discovery, assessment, and selection. Whether sourcing talent locally or in any geography that works for you, Robert Half can pinpoint hard-to-find candidates in finance and accounting, technology, marketing and creative, legal, and administrative and customer support. At Robert Half, we know talent.
Take Boston sports with you wherever you go. Download the Odyssey app. Now, back to Red Sox baseball on WEEI.
I'm going to go to the bottom of the 7th inning. Red Sox leading 9-4. Michael Massey to lead it off against Nick Pivetta. Josh Winkowski came on and got the job done. He did allow 3 inherited runs to score. Those all went on the ledger of Josh Winkowski. 2 hits and a walk. Drove in one of those 3 runs. No strikeouts for Winkowski. Here's Massey fouling a pitch off from Pivetta on the third base side. And it's 0-1. Nick Pivetta has been marvelous in his bullpen role for the Red Sox. This is his 22nd appearance in relief. The 0-1 is a strike. Curveball. On the outside corner, it's 0-2. Is such a huge key to his renaissance was the addition of a slider and a cutter, east-west pitches. Go his fastball and curve. 0-2 to Massey. Curveball fouled off at the feet of his left-handed Royal hitter. Stays 0-2. Pivetta has not pitched since August 25th, and that day he gave up 4 runs. Suffered the loss. The Sox, here's a high pop behind third base toward the line. Long run for Raffy, and out into the outfield. He's there to make the play. What range from Devers. That was spectacular. Over at first base, Tristan Casas put both hands to the heavens celebrating Devers. And one down for Pivetta. That's one where you want to go quickly to the MLB research site where they track absolutely everything and figure out just how far Raffy had to run to catch that ball. Here's Drew Waters, who's 1 for 3. 9-4 Red Sox. Stay tuned after the game for the Nissan post-game show. Saving the action-packed Nissan lineup today at the Nissan Thrill of the Drive sales event. There's a curveball swung out and missed by Waters, and it's 0-1. Let's see. Running Raffy. The ball's in a strike. Playing him big time to pull on the infield pitch. Outside. Raffy ran 103 feet to make that play, which is about the total that Colgate runners ran in their entire game against Syracuse.
106 yards total offense.
Here's the pitch to Waters.
Up 667.
That was close. Strike 2 on the outside corner. I love how distraught you are about that. Like, what did you expect to happen in that game?
Just more representative showing.
What if that is representative? The 1-2 is deep into left field, back on a Duvall. At the wall, he makes the play. That was really nicely done. Good defense in this 7th inning by Devers and Duvall. I was worried Adam might go crashing into that chain link fence in front of the Red Sox bullpen. He did not. So 2 down, and here comes Matt Beatty, who's happy that Tanner Houck is out of the game because he hit him 3 times. After Red Sox double, we'll donate $50 to the American Diabetes Association, brought to you in part by the Mass Health Connector, the place to go if you need health insurance. Here is Beatty. Swings and fouls the first pitch straight back for strike 1. So we asked you on the Diesel Direct question of the day, give a letter grade to year 1 of the Raffy contract, even though this is not really year 1 of the contract, but be that as it may. The results coming at you from @SoxBooth on Twitter. Pitch is way high and outside from Pivetta. Let's see. I got to vote to be able to see the results. 48% give it a B.
It's offense and defense.
I mean, I think Raffy would tell you he wished he'd done more. Still a month to go in this season. Put up gaudy offensive numbers. If he hits 35 homers and drives in, 100 plus, it's a heck of a year. The 1-1 is swung on a miss. Beatty couldn't stop his swing, and it's 1-2. He is the victim of his own ceilings, but he's set the bar. Diesel Direct remind you to stop wasting time at the pump. Get on-site fuel with Diesel Direct. Strike away from heading to the 8th inning with a 5-run lead. Pivetta throws. Curveball ripped out on the right field side. And it's 1-2.
Cleveland scored again. They beat Tampa Bay 7-6.
So now Minnesota needs to beat the Rangers. They lead 6-5 to stay 4.5 ahead of Cleveland. Win 1 for Tito. Sure is the rallying cry there. 1-2. Swing and a miss. He got him with a great slider, and the inning is over. Pivetta, beautiful, in the 7th inning. We go to the 8th. 9-4 Red Sox in the Shaw's and Star Market Red Sox Radio Network.
Hello, everyone. This is your Delta Airlines flight attendant speaking. On behalf of your Delta crew, we're excited to announce we're growing our flight attendant team.
You can learn more about our world of opportunities at our flight attendant info session right here in Providence on September 14th and 15th. If you love to travel, meet new people, help others, and are seeking an office view of the world, a career at Delta may be right for you. To learn more, visit us at delta.com/flywithus. That's delta.com/flywithus. It's your time to climb with Delta.
When you drive the most dependable mass market brand, you can stop thinking about what you can't do and start doing what you never thought possible. Visit your local Kia dealer today to see yourself behind the wheel of the #1 most dependable mass market brand 3 years in a row by J.D. Power. Kia, movement that inspires.
Call 800-334-KIA for details. Always drive safely. Kia received the fewest reported problems among mass market brands in the J.D. Power 2021 to 2023 U.S. Vehicle Dependability Studies. 2023 study based on 2020 models. See jdpower.com/awards for 2023 details.
Mow, dig, haul, lift. The versatile Kubota BX Series subcompact tractor does it all. Switching attachments is simple, and a smooth hydrostatic transmission makes for easy operation. The Kubota BX Series, rated #1 in durability and owner experience. Talk to your local Kubota dealer today to schedule a demo. Go to KubotaUSA.com for full disclaimer.
In New Hampshire, visit MB Tractor and Equipment in Plasta, Pinnacle View Equipment in Walpole, or Chapel Tractor in Milford.
Why?
If you have T-Mobile 5G home internet, you might be hearing this
Why?
a lot.
Why?
Every time your internet slows down during the busiest hours.
Why?
Because your network gives priority to cell phone users.
Why?
Good question. Why not switch to Cox Internet with 2 times faster download speeds than T-Mobile 5G home internet during peak hours?
Okay.
Stop the whys and visit cox.com/5G home for details. T-Mobile prioritizes certain T-Mobile phone users over home internet users during times of congestion.
Ask your smart speaker to play 93.7 WEEI. Now back to Red Sox baseball on WEEI.
Yet another new pitcher for Kansas City, right-hander Steven Cruz. Pitched the 9th inning last night. No runs, 1 hit, a walk, and 2 Ks. He relieved Snyder at a 1-2-3 inning. He was a big guy, throws hard. Facing Justin Turner here. Justin is line to right, singled twice, and been called out on strikes. Pitch he disputed for good reason. The pitch is low and away, ball 1. 9 runs, 13 hits, no errors for the Red Sox. They've left 8. The Royals 4-9-2. They've left 10. Very few 1-2-3 innings in this game. Pitch low and away. The Red Sox win in order in the 7th inning, and so did the Royals, and that's it. Otherwise, base runners in every frame. Steven Cruz, a tall righty, fires. And a high pop-up, shallow right center field. Second baseman out, right fielder on, and Velasquez, the right fielder, makes the play. This is the 5th pitcher. Manager Matt Taro. He really is a very patient guy, he has to be with this group. He's a very well-respected baseball man. Here is Casas now at a 2-run homer to right center in the 1st. Fly to deep to center, walked and singled. He scored 2. He's driven into. The home run is 22nd. Pitch home is foul to the backstop. One of the things I learned today at the Truman Museum, and I've always been a student of Truman, one of my favorite presidents, that Bess Truman, they listed her skills and her accomplishments. They listed her as a 3rd baseman. I knew she was a baseball fan because she used to watch the Kansas City A's on TV and the Washington Senators. They didn't have many fans, but they had Bess.
Bess played the hot corner, huh?
Yeah, she did. Amazing. Pitch home is swung on, driven deep to left center field, back by the warning track. Waters reaches up and makes a running catch halfway back on the track. That was scalded. My gosh, has had some very good swings tonight. The first time I went to the Truman home, which is located just a couple of blocks from the Truman Library, we couldn't go in because Bess was still living there. It was 1979. She lived till 1982. Harry passed away in 1972. Two down for Duvall. Here's the pitch, and it's taken high, ball 1. I think Bess was a bigger baseball fan than Harry. Here's the pitch, low and away. He couldn't call her a front runner either, rooting for the Kansas City A's and Washington Senators.
She was, Eleanor Roosevelt did so much socially and so active, kind of loved the limelight. Bess was like the opposite. She would rather go to the homestead in Independence than meet with the press.
Independence, a neat town. 2-0 is in there for a strike. Right in the square, they have the jail. It's still a museum where Frank James used to go to serve. He plea bargain. He killed a lot of people. But he plea bargained, and they said, you can go to jail from 9 to 5 and go home at night. What? Ground ball foul, third base side, yeah.
Different times.
Part of the plea bargain. He was also a biblical scholar, but rack up the number of victims.
Seems sort of like an oxymoron.
Yeah, doesn't it? He lived in 1915. Of course, old Jesse was put in his grave by Robert Ford.
Radio broadcaster for the Houston Astros?
A different Robert Ford. That was in 1882. I've been to the Jesse James home here. It's in Kearney, Missouri, very close to Kansas City, and the Bank and Liberty, which they robbed, not far from the Kansas City International Airport. 2-2, breaking ball, strike 3 called, and that retires the side. Most pitchers all of a sudden retired 7 straight. Little consequence.
Plea bargain it out, Joe. You'll be fine.
Yeah. We go to the bottom of the 8th, 9-4 Red Sox in the Shaw's In-Star Market, WEEI Red Sox Network.
Hello, everyone. This is your Delta Airlines flight attendant speaking. On behalf of your Delta crew, we're excited to announce we're growing our flight attendant team.
You can learn more about our world of opportunities at our flight attendant info session right here in Providence on September 14th and 15th. If you love to travel, meet new people, help others, and are seeking an office view of the world, a career at Delta may be right for you. To learn more, visit us at delta.com/flywithus. That's delta.com/flywithus. It's your time to climb with Delta.
When you drive the most dependable mass market brand, you can stop thinking about what you can't do and start doing what you never thought possible. Visit your local Kia dealer today to see yourself behind the wheel of the #1 most dependable mass market brand 3 years in a row by J.D. Power. Kia, movement that inspires.
Call 800-334-KIA for details. Always drive safely. Kia received the fewest reported problems among mass market brands in the J.D. Power 2021 to 2023 U.S. Vehicle Dependability Studies. 2023 study based on 2020 models. See jdpower.com/awards for 2023 details.
Hi, it's Joe. Today through Monday at Shaw's In-Star Market, it's a 4-day surf and turf sale. Get value-packed beef, T-bone, New York strip steak, or lamb loin chops for just $6.97 a pound, and bags of jumbo raw shrimp, only $5.97 a pound when you use the digital coupon Limit 2. When you shop with the Shaw's app, you get amazing deals and earn points on every purchase. Short on time? Order ahead for free curbside pickup or get delivery. Surf and Turf sale ends Monday. Shaw's In-Star Market, perfecting the art of fresh.
Jones and Mego, weekdays 2 to 6.
Now back to the Shaw's In-Star Market, WEEI Red Sox Radio Network.
Nick Pivetta, who had an easy 7th inning, delivers the first pitch in the 8th. And it's a ball low to Nelson Velasquez, who was double struck out looking and singled. He's driven in 2 of their 4 runs. Red Sox got 3 in the first and have led fairly comfortably most of the way. They lead 9-4 now. And a check swing and a high fastball that's up and away.
It's one of the great MVP races of all time in the National League between Acuna and Mookie Betts. They're squaring off together at Dodger Stadium. Acuna has homered in all 3 games of that series.
Here's the pitch, and it swung on, dribbled off the end of the bat to the mound. Nick has it, underhand flip for the out, 1 down, and then going to lose some votes to their teammates. Matt Olson having a tremendous year, though he's tailed off just a little for the Braves, and Freddie Freeman of the Dodgers. All worthy.
No question. I would take Acuna right now. His most recent home run that gave the Braves a 1-0 lead, 454 feet away.
Mookie's coming on in a tremendous month of August. It matters most, call strike.
In the Twins and Rangers game, Emilio Pagan came on, who's been awful. Loaded the bases with walks and allowed a sacrifice fly. So that game is 6-6 in the bottom of the 8th. Twins still batting with first and third.
Fastball missing inside. This is Garcia, who's 2 for 4, double and a single. Good-looking young player. Here's a 1-1 and a swinging strike.
Well, like to me, you think back to the Miguel Cabrera, Mike Trout year when Miggy won the Triple Crown. There have not been many better races for the MVP in either league.
Urias has gone to second base in place of Valdez. The pitch. Check swing, and he went. Strike 3, says the first base umpire on a curveball away. Yeah, I think it is a great race. Maybe one of the most anticipated we've seen. I mean, they're both going to win their divisions, and the balloting has to be completed at the end of the regular season. So postseason won't matter. Bobby Witt is 0 for 4 tonight. 2 ground outs and 2 pop-ups. Pitch coming home, and he takes a breaking ball for a strike over the outer half.
Tells you that Alex Cord is doing what he so often does, which is he knows this team needs a win, period. So they're going to just lean on Pivetta to get him home.
Grounded foul, first base side. They go to the 9th in Houston. Yankees 5 and Houston 4. Brito give the Yankees 3 2/3 scoreless innings of relief. Severino had a rough outing again. The pitch. Strike over the outside corner with a fastball, and down goes Bobby Witt, 0 for 5. That retires the side. We go to the 9th. 9-4 Boston, the Shaws in Star Market, WEEI Red Sox Network.
Why?
Why? If you have T-Mobile 5G home internet, you might be hearing this
Why?
a lot.
Why?
Every time your internet slows down during the busiest hours.
Why?
Why?
Because your network gives priority to cell phone users.
Why?
Good question. Why not switch to Cox Internet with 2 times faster download speeds than T-Mobile 5G home internet during peak hours?
Okay.
Stop the whys and visit cox.com/5G home for details. T-Mobile prioritizes certain T-Mobile phone users over home internet users during times of congestion.
Before Shopify, were you wondering, where are my sales at? Now you're selling with Shopify, the global commerce platform supercharging your selling. You have no problem selling online, in person, on social media, and beyond. Gary, easy on the cha-ching.
Oh, sorry, but my Shopify sales are through the roof.
Start selling with Shopify today and discover how millions of businesses around the world use Shopify to ignite their selling. Start your free trial today at shopify.com/Odyssey free. Shopify.com/Odyssey free.
Hello, everyone. This is your Delta Airlines flight attendant speaking. On behalf of your Delta crew, we're excited to announce we're growing our flight attendant team.
You can learn more about our world of opportunities at our flight attendant info session right here in Providence on September 14th and 15th. If you love to travel, meet new people, help others, and are seeking an office view of the world, a career at Delta may be right for you. To learn more, visit us at delta.com/flywithus. That's delta.com/flywithus. It's your time to climb with Delta.
When you drive the most dependable mass market brand, you can stop thinking about what you can't do and start doing what you never thought possible. Visit your local Kia dealer today to see yourself behind the wheel of the #1 most dependable mass market brand 3 years in a row by J.D. Power. Kia, movement that inspires.
Call 800-334-KIA for details. Always drive safely. Kia received the fewest reported problems among mass market brands in the J.D. Power 2021 to 2023 U.S. Vehicle Dependability Studies. 2023 study based on 2020 models. See jdpower.com/awards for 2023 details.
You're listening to the Sox on the Shaws and Star Market WEEI Red Sox Radio Network. Now, back to the play-by-play action.
9th inning. It is 9-4. The Red Sox lead it. 2 men reach base or score, then Verdugo would have a chance for the cycle. A triple, a double, and a single. And here's a MacArthur, yet another pitcher. James MacArthur called up yesterday from AAA, where he was 1-0 with 1 save in 4 games. First pitch by Ceddanne Rafaela is fouled to the right, out of play. Rafaela batting in Yoshida's spot. Yoshida was 1 for 3 with a walk, a double in the first inning.
Rafaela would not have broken that bat. He'd been using lumber from Cape Cod Lumber.
That went flying as he hit it off the trademark. He's 3 for 7 as a major leaguer. James MacArthur, a tall righty, delivers and leaves it outside. How fast was that Acuna home run?
121.2 miles an hour. Third ever fastest. Only Stanton has faster by like 0.3 miles an hour.
1-1 pitch. MacArthur up earlier this year, leaves it outside for a ball.
Can you imagine 121 miles an hour to straightaway center?
How long did it take to get out? Must have taken about 3 seconds. Wow. Here's the 2-1 pitch. The right-hand batter grounds a foul to the backstop. MacArthur is a big leaguer, 6 games, 1 start. No decisions, a 15.43 ERA, 12 earned runs in 7 innings. He fits in with his staff nicely. Sorry. Tall righty with a 2-2 pitch to Raffaella, and he takes a breaking ball in there, strike 3. As knees were buckling, was pulling off, and it was in there. So Raffaella's retired.
4.5 seconds. But you have to remember, Joe, it went 454 feet. Come on. That's alien stuff.
Ronald Acuna Jr. He got married Thursday, hit a home run that night, a grand slam against the Dodgers. What a series that's been. There's a call strike to Trevor Story, who's 1 for 4, booming double to right center. Driven in 2 runs, 1 on the double, 1 on the ground out. In the Herb Chambers batting order, sponsored by Herb Chambers, Maserati of Boston, Maserati of Millbury, Maserati of Warwick. And a curve is over the outer half, a call strike. 9-4 Red Sox in the 9th. And they don't have anybody warming, so Pivetta may well finish the game. If he does, he get a save because he would have worked 3 innings. Been excellent. 0-2 to Trevor. James MacArthur delivers, and a swing and a miss, strike 3. MacArthur's fanned both men he's faced. Take 10 seconds on the Shaw's in-star market, WEEI Red Sox Network.
From the WEEI studios, 93.7 WEEI FM and HD1, Lawrence, Boston. Always live on the free Odyssey app.
There's Reese McGuire now, who's 0 for 3 with a walk. And McCarthy, he gives a bunt third base side, barehanded by Garcia, throws on the move and got him. What a play. Boy, he's got such a strong arm. It was really a picture-perfect bunt, or so it seemed. He got it by the mound. And Garcia grabbed it barehanded and with that gun threw him out at first base. Boy, he's good. We go to the bottom of the 9th, 9-4 Red Sox in the Shaw's and Star Market, WEEI Red Sox Network.
United Ag and Turf is your local John Deere dealer, and we're here to help you tackle your projects all year long. Our John Deere compact tractors start at only $158 a month and allow you to do everything from mowing the lawn to tilling the garden to digging out after winter's worst storm. John Deere makes swapping out attachments a cinch, so go ahead and add one for as low as $13 a month. Experience getting more done for less at United Ag and Turf or online at unitedequip.com.
Why?
Why? If you have T-Mobile 5G home internet, you might be hearing this a lot.
Why?
Every time your internet slows down during the busiest hours.
Why?
Because your network gives priority to cell phone users.
Why?
Good question. Why not switch to Cox Internet with 2 times faster download speeds than T-Mobile 5G home internet during peak hours?
Okay.
Stop the whys and visit cox.com/5G home for details. T-Mobile prioritizes certain T-Mobile phone users over home internet users during times of congestion.
Hello, everyone. This is your Delta Airlines flight attendant speaking. On behalf of your Delta crew, we're excited to announce we're growing our flight attendant team.
You can learn more about our world of opportunities at our flight attendant info session right here in Providence on September 14th and 15th. If you love to travel, meet new people, help others, and are seeking an office view of the world, a career at Delta may be right for you. To learn more, visit us at delta.com/flywithus. That's delta.com/flywithus. It's your time to climb with Delta.
The Rich Keefe Show, weekday afternoons starting at 6. Now back to the Shaw's and Star Market, WEEI Red Sox Radio Network.
They told me the Nissan post-game show. Action-packed Nissan lineup today at the Nissan Thrill of the Drive sales event.
A scintillating host for that show.
It'll be Will Fleming on the post-game. There's a drive to deep right field by Melendez. Has he homered again against the Red Sox? He has indeed. 11 extra base hits in 7 games for MJ Melendez against the Red Sox. It's 9-5. Boston as Melendez continues to haunt Boston. That gives him a single, a double, 2 walks, and a home run. So on base 5 times. It prevented giving up his first hit on his first base runner. Was crushed.
Well, to give you an idea of what Melendez has done, I mean, we both looked at the lineup card yesterday, even when the lefty on the mound said it's a break that Melendez is not in there.
Might be the number 1 nemesis this year. Salvi Perez at the plate. A swing and a miss.
I think that he went up there looking for a curveball. You don't see that kind of a swing launching on a curveball like that if you're not guessing.
Yeah, he absolutely nailed it. Melendez, let's see, is 10 for 19 against the Red Sox this year with 4 homers, 7 home runs in 45 at-bats in his career against Boston. Swing and a miss by Perez that goes to the backstop. So he's, let's see, 20 for 45 against the Red Sox with 7 home runs and 18 RBIs. Swinging a foul tip into the mid, and down he goes. He comes back to strike out Salvi. He was 0 for 4. That's 4 strikeouts for Nick. One down in the 9th, and here's Fermin, who's 0 for 4. The attendance, 20,527, brought to you by Citgo. Whether you're off to the ballpark, dog park, or amusement park, Citgo top-tier tri-clean gasoline gets you where you're going. Whether you're traveling near or far, when you start with Citgo, you're good to go. Pitch home is swung on a foul to the right. That's out of play. Let's see, I don't believe Nick has had a save this year. Mostly he's pitched as the bulk guy. There's another foul. And 1 save chance that got away. 1-2 to the right-hand batting catcher. Here it comes. Fastball high. You pitch 3 innings, you get a save no matter what the score is when you enter. It's one of the rules. 2-2. Little high with a breaking ball. Let's see. Nick has had 2 major league saves. 1 in 21 and 1 with the Phillies in 19.
I think his only blown save this year, a game he came on in the 6th inning that Friday against the Dodgers.
Right. That was it. Foul to the right, out of play.
I'm not a real big fan of the 3-inning save.
No, because usually they're blowout games. Loretta with a 3-2 pitch coming. And Fermin swings and misses at a high rider, and that's 5 strikeouts for Nick. So 2 down here in the 9th inning. Remember the Nissan postgame show with Will Fleming.
Oh, baby.
Save on that action-packed Nissan lineup today.
Do you know what the motto for that postgame show is? Brevity is the soul of wit.
Not Bobby Witt. There's a breaking ball high to Massey, who's 2 for 4. And there's a drive to right field down the line. This is trouble. It hits on the track, and 1 hops the wall. And Massey has his 3rd hit of the game as he's into second base. 2-out hit brings up Waters, who was 1 for 4. Strike out, a single. Their Sale goes tomorrow in the rubber game of the series, it would appear. Two out in the ninth in Houston. Yankees 5, Astros 4. Holmes trying to save it. He hasn't been very good lately. Meeting on the mound with the catcher and the infielders and the pitcher.
Just in case, by the way, Chris Martin is up in the bullpen.
Looks like he's desperate for a win. All right, here's left-hand hitting Waters. It's 11 hits for the Royals. There's a line drive rocketed to right on. Comes from Verdugo. He stabs it, and the ball game is over. The Red Sox even the series at 1 as they score early and pound the Royals. The final: Boston 9 and Kansas City 5. The Red Sox snap the 5-game losing streak. As Alex Cora gets his 432nd win as a Red Sox manager. Totals next on the Shaws and Star Market, WEEI Red Sox Network.
When you drive the most dependable mass market brand, you can stop thinking about what you can't do and start doing what you never thought possible. Visit your local Kia dealer today to see yourself behind the wheel of the #1 most dependable mass market brand 3 years in a row by J.D. Power. Kia, movement that inspires.
Call 800-334-KIA for details. Always drive safely. Kia received the fewest reported problems among mass market brands in the J.D. Power 2021 to 2023 U.S. Vehicle Dependability Studies. 2023 study based on 2020 models. See jdpower.com/awards for 2023 details.
Hello, everyone. This is your Delta Airlines flight attendant speaking. On behalf of your Delta crew, we're excited to announce we're growing our flight attendant team.
You can learn more about our world of opportunities at our flight attendant info session right here in Providence on September 14th and 15th. If you love to travel, meet new people, help others, and are seeking an office view of the world, a career at Delta may be right for you. To learn more, visit us at delta.com/flywithus. That's delta.com/flywithus. It's your time to climb with Delta.
You're running late again. No time to get coffee? Here's an idea. Grab a 5-hour energy instead. Think of it as a 5-second coffee for when you get up too late to make it, or don't have time to wait in line, or you're just too busy for a coffee break. 5-hour energy will give you the alert feeling you need to get through. 5-hour energy. It's your 5-second coffee. For more information, visit 5hourenergy.com.
More Boston sports opinion, more often. Just download the Odyssey app. Now, back to Red Sox baseball on WEEI. This is the Nissan postgame show. Nissan makes cars that thrill. Experience the thrill for yourself today. Shop NissanUSA.com.
Red Sox get a much-needed win tonight over the Kansas City Royals. 9-5, the final. Nick Pivetta pitches the final 3 innings. Tanner Houck gave him length. Alex Verdugo really set the tone with a triple to begin the ballgame. He doubled, he singled. Verdugo on 3 times. He scored the first of 9 Red Sox runs. 9 runs, 13 hits, no errors, and 8 left for the Red Sox. 5, 11, 2, and 11 for the Royals. It took 2 hours and 56 minutes in front of 20,527. You're listening to the Nissan post-game show. We are trying to hook up with Alex down in the Royals Red Sox dugout. Alex, can you hear us?
Yeah, I got you guys.
All right, Doogie, great job. A much-needed win for this club right now. And, you set the tone right out of the gates, tripling, a little slip out in the outfield. How important was this win for the team?
Yeah, it was big. Every win here on out in September is a big win, and every game's a big game. So, for us to kind of get it right on the, get the right foot off, right? Just kind of started off good. Cass's big hit in the first, and kind of, sealed it, and just kind of kept adding on. Man, that's the name of the game, man. When you score a good amount of runs in the first couple innings, you don't want to fizzle off and have them keep throwing zeros, because that's how any big league team kind of gets back into the game. And for us, it's just keep adding on.
Well, your hitters came out very aggressively tonight, Alex, and paid dividends.
Yeah, definitely. I think we stuck to our plan a lot better. We wanted to kind of set the tone off. You know what I mean? Just force the guy to get a little uncomfortable. Maybe pitch away from his strengths and go to somewhere else. So I think the boys did that, really good job from top of the lineup to the bottom.
You get a chance in the 7th inning when you've tripled, you've doubled, you've singled, and you're probably hoping to get one more crack later on in the 9th inning. Are you thinking about, Alex, that you're a home run away from the cycle in that spot?
Yeah, I was. I probably should have, taken the pitch, but I got a little too eager to kind of try to put one in play and get one out. But in hindsight, it was just all my beats today. I was seeing the ball and kind of just taking what they gave to me, and that one I kind of tried to force the hand and obviously rolled over. So it's just one of those things we kind of got to stick with our game plan and not deviate.
Well, certainly, anyone would love to hit for the cycle. You hit last night. You did the last at bat, so you really did it that way.
Yeah, see,
for 2 games, right?
Yeah, I count it.
And how about Tanner Houck? He went 5 innings, and he might have tired a little bit in the 6th, but he was pretty good first 5.
Yeah, definitely. That's the big thing. Our starters, we need them to go 5, 5-6 innings, and just to kind of get 5 out of him was nice, and just put the hand in some of our top relievers, and they handled it from there.
Alex, you are a guy who wears your emotions on your sleeve, and people in Boston absolutely love you for that. You dial it in the big moments. You have a sort of out in the open conversation with Chaim Bloom out in right field a few days ago. How are you feeling, as we go down this stretch run with the Boston Red Sox?
I feel good. I feel good. I feel like I'm in a lot better place. Not only with my routine off the field, but with what we're doing in the batter's box, what we're doing, with the plan against the pitchers. I just feel like I'm in a lot better headspace and a lot better, just kind of routine-wise, and I like we're kind of been able to find, and it's a long season, man. So you kind of got to find what you like that year and what feels right, and I feel like me and the strength coaches and our hitting coaches, we got a nice little kind of routine and things that we're doing.
Okay, we'll get him tomorrow. Thank you so much, Alex. Congratulations.
Awesome. Thank you, guys.
That's Alex Verdugo. And Joe, it's interesting. The Red Sox now without Jarren Duran. He had the successful toe surgery. Now Verdugo is the most everyday leadoff hitter. And we talked about Acuna hitting the 454-foot home run. Mookie Betts came to Fenway. Jose Altuve the same way. I mean, really, you go back to the time when Mookie was with the Red Sox, and that's about the last time, other than the pockets this year when Duran has been so effective. It's amazing to me how important to an offense a great leadoff hitter can be.
Yeah, you get spoiled when you see the likes of Mookie, of course, Wade Boggs years ago, Johnny Damon, and then when you don't have that luxury, you feel it right away. It's very obvious.
You do.
It's important.
So I thought tonight, all around, was a really key moment for the Red Sox. And even though Tanner ran into a wall a little bit there in the 6th inning, it's not like it was his absolute best, Joe, but that was a start the Red Sox desperately needed.
Yeah, to get him back on track, that was his first win since April, and I think a very important one for his confidence as well.
We are a long way from talking again about the wild card race, but here goes nothing. Anyway, the Twins do have a real good chance to win in Texas. They've got 2 runs up, still nobody out. So, the Red Sox do have a chance to pick up a game in the wild card race tonight. Tristan Casas, Joe, in a way, because of what has happened, the 5-game skid gets snapped, that disastrous homestand and that 10-game stretch with the Dodgers and the Astros. I think in some ways we're underselling what has happened here with Casas over 2 months. I think he's been better defensively, but most importantly, the guy is becoming really one of the great offensive first basemen in the whole sport. He has transformed himself at the plate.
13 home runs since the All-Star break in the second half of the season, and they've been big ones, and he's a cleanup hitter. He's a bona fide cleanup hitter.
He is, and that is a huge development for the Red Sox this year. 9 to 5, the Nissan post-game show continues from Kansas City right after this in the Shaw's and Star Market Red Sox Radio Network.
Hello, everyone. This is your Delta Airlines flight attendant speaking. On behalf of your Delta crew, we're excited to announce we're growing our flight attendant team.
You can learn more about our world of opportunities at our flight attendant info session right here in Providence on September 14th and 15th. If you love to travel, meet new people, help others, and are seeking an office view of the world, a career at Delta may be right for you. To learn more, visit us at delta.com/flywithus. That's delta.com/flywithus. It's your time to climb with Delta.
When you drive the most dependable mass market brand, you can stop thinking about what you can't do and start doing what you never thought possible. Visit your local Kia dealer today to see yourself behind the wheel of the #1 most dependable mass market brand 3 years in a row by J.D. Power. Kia, movement that inspires.
Call 800-334-KIA for details. Always drive safely. Kia received the fewest reported problems among mass market brands in the J.D. Power 2021 to 2023 U.S. Vehicle Dependability Studies. 2023 study based on 2020 models. See jdpower.com/awards for 2023 details.
Hi, it's Joe. Today through Monday at Shaw's and Star Market, it's a 4-day surf and turf sale. Get value-packed beef T-bone, New York strip steak, or lamb loin chops for just $6.97 a pound, and bags of jumbo raw shrimp, only $5.97 a pound when you use the digital coupon Limit 2. When you shop with the Shaw's app, you get amazing deals and earn points on every purchase. Short on time? Order ahead for free curbside pickup or get delivery. Surf and Turf sale ends Monday. Shaw's and Star Market, perfecting the art of fresh.
Why?
If you have T-Mobile 5G home internet, you might be hearing this
Why?
a lot.
Why?
Every time your internet slows down during the busiest hours.
Why?
Because your network gives priority to cell phone users.
Why?
Good question. Why not switch to Cox Internet with 2 times faster download speeds than T-Mobile 5G home internet during peak hours?
Okay.
Stop the whys and visit cox.com/5G home for details. T-Mobile prioritizes certain T-Mobile phone users over home internet users during times of congestion.
Want to listen to WEEI on the go? Just download the Odyssey app. Now, back to Red Sox baseball on WEEI.
Back in Kansas City, this is more like it. Red Sox beat the Royals 9-5. The winner is Tanner Houck. Marsh got rocked. He's 0-8, and Pavetta gets his first save, going 3 innings. Arbella Insurance Foundation, dedicated to striking out cancer by supporting the Jimmy Fund Red Sox pitchers. 5 for Houck, 5 for Pavetta. They struck out 10, and that means another $500 donated to the Jimmy Fund to help strike out cancer. Arbella is here for the Jimmy Fund and here for good. For every Red Sox double, we're going to donate $50 to the American Diabetes Association, which is brought to you in part by the Massachusetts Health Connector. Go to mahealthconnector.org to stay in the game and get covered. 5 doubles tonight, 2 for Rafi, Yoshida, Verdugo's Story. That's $250 donated and $7,250 overall. Well, on the Subaru of New England scoreboard, the Twins are doing it in extra innings. They've got an 8-6 lead and still going first and third with nobody out. They got the 2 runs off of Chapman. Pitching change for the Rangers. Twins trying to pile it on. That would allow the Red Sox to pick up a game in the wild card chase. With so much to love, you don't want to miss the Subaru of New England A Lot to Love event. For complete details and to find your authorized Subaru retailer, visit SubaruofNewEngland.com. The Mariners have beaten the Mets 8-7 in Queens. The Mike's amazing player of the game is Tristan Casas. His 2-run homer in the first really set the tone for everything here today. Brought to you by Mike's Amazing, the official mayonnaise of the Boston Red Sox. We'll step aside, conclude the Nissan postgame show from Kauffman Stadium in Kansas City. Right after this in the Shaw's and Star Market, WEEI Red Sox Radio Network.
Those old stone walls across Rhode Island's countryside always captured your attention. And today, as a landscaper, you continue to craft that same beauty by laying one stone at a time, which is also why you choose Bank Rhode Island. Because with the straightforward delivery of services and our commitment to serve with integrity and trust, you have a bank committed to craft a better banking experience, one customer at a time. It's banking well crafted from Bank RI. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Like any good agent, we're here for the open house, for the closing, for handing over keys. But because we're realtors, we're here for so much more. Agents who are realtors volunteer at nearly 3 times the national average. We're working to broaden access to credit, increase affordable housing supply, and ensure fair housing for all. And realtors are bound by a code of ethics. We're here for it all. Realtors are members of the National Association of Realtors. That's who we are.
Calling all outdoor enthusiasts. Is your backyard ready for summer? Look outside. What do you see? If it's a layer of dirt on your deck, patio furniture, fence, or walkways, it's time to get to work. Grab a bottle of Simple Green Total Outdoor Pressure Washer Concentrate and feel the satisfaction of watching all that grime wash away. Yeah! Now you're ready for some outdoor fun. Visit simplegreen.com to learn more.
When picking a commerce platform, you have two choices.
Oh, you piece of...
Or, yeah! That's the sound of selling on Shopify, the commerce platform that supercharges your selling online and in person. Why battle inferior platforms' weak tools? And limited integrations.
Would have helped to know this.
Join the millions of businesses growing on Shopify and ignite your selling.
Less, more.
Start your free trial today at shopify.com/Odyssey free. Shopify.com/Odyssey free.
Your entree into the restaurant business began in your home kitchen. And today, your cafe's success continues with a well-crafted menu and a staff committed to add an extra touch, which is also why you chose Bank Rhode Island. Because with a straightforward delivery of services and our commitment to serve with integrity and trust, you have a bank that's just as committed to add that extra touch. It's banking, well-crafted, from Bank RI. Member